Well, thank you, everyone, for participating and coming into session 2 of Into the Wildlands. Previously, our
Mic off.
wayward adventurers had entered the dark market. Upon inspecting the wares, speaking with the interesting and possibly morally questionable individuals, they decided to enter the blood sports to prove themselves to the, well, recently revealed leader or probably head sponsor of the dark market, and fought in a 3-wave trial of matches. And during that particular battles, Retta, the blue, had quite a few close calls. The same for Sign and Adaria, as well as Sindra Gallos, fared better than expected during the same course of the day. Certain events have been happening. The little screams and bustling news of the prison break has now begun to dwindle down. Only one real casualty besides the loss of lives of the guards. And yet, time must move forward. And the groups are now returned. We are now back at the blood matches, the arena where the group had just recently felled a lesser undead minotaur. And now they lick their wounds and the scene opens.
Well,
Mic on.
that was fun.
Not to die, but I believe that was someone else's job currently.
No comment.
I feel fine.
You look fine.
You look like you were beat to shit multiple times.
Nah, you look golden after drinking 2 of my gold coins.
How do you drink gold?
Well, you give it to someone and they give you something shitty in return. It's the myth of money, my friend. Myth of money. You'll get used to it. You'll grow up. It'll be fine. You'll never leave it. It's long story. Shitty shit. Anyways, do we get a reward for this? A drink, preferably.
Roll me a persuasion flat.
Nope. 11.
Holy
So,
shit.
you hear the noble voice of Yezerin Ominence. Does very well. You can have the strongest drink that good old Maxim can provide you.
Oh, God, please, I don't want to fall on my ass. Just something simple. Clean my palate. After the blood, you know? Long story. Actually, no, short story. You saw it!
There's a silence. And it says, I believe we will let that be handled by Lady Raven.
Sure.
And the gate leading out of the particular arena opens.
Ah. Freedom. Quotation marks.
And as you all step out, you find yourselves once again back at the entrance.
That was fun.
So
Wasn't that anything?
as you were saying this, Retta, you do hear the loud, boisterous voice of Larry. Says, "Brother!" And he comes
Hey!
over. He gives you a big, really tough hug. You did well. You may roll me Apologies there. Yes, this dwarf, despite his small, stocky size, everyone else can kind of almost hear the armor of Retta slightly squeaking and grinding a bit because of the massive forearms and biceps of this
Oh
short
God.
dwarf, giving a bear hug. You did it! Knew you could do it.
Was there any doubt?
Well, the spiders tend to be vicious.
I trusted my team.
Ah, that is good. That is good. Very well. The others will be waiting for you at the hall. Now you need to go clean up the mess in the arena. And he steps in. Gives you all a slight nod, but again, mostly gives favoritism toward Retta. But then he steps into the doorway and disappears into the deeper corridors to supposedly clean up whatever mess as you guys had left the remains of the spiders, the giant apes, well, large apes, and burnt remains of a minotaur.
Where did they get a lesser undead minotaur, anyways? That's what I want to know.
Most likely a
And
necromancer.
can I have one? Hmm. Great. So we're gonna be fighting zombies more. That'll be fun.
Uh-oh.
Hmm.
I'm down for. Let's just go in for a second. I'm down for fighting whatever, to be honest. Very.
I'm not a big fan of Bloodsport, but whatever tickles your pickle.
Not exactly what I meant. I don't take joy in killing things.
Hmm. See, now, if there was like 5 gold put into the killing things, would it be a little more enjoyable?
Not necessarily, no.
10?
It's not a money thing.
Oh, sentiment?
Survival.
Ah, survival. Eee. Gross. Just exist. Simple. If you worry so much about something, then you're never really gonna live properly. Actually, I shouldn't be talking.
Yes, was your skin not flaking off like you were some kind of snow elf?
Ah, skin condition. That in my whole life.
Mm.
Retta smells bullshit.
Does matching count? I don't know what matches do.
Well,
Smells like Dan.
Retta does smell something, but it's mostly from the remains inside.
It's
the
actual
corridor.
bullshit.
Should have
See?
hit that
You
last
smell
one.
nothing.
Not
Like
gonna
tastes
roll
charred
inside just
bone.
Mm.
But it is interesting that he does have this notably large crack on his face.
Just some old Olay or whatever the fuck they call it. Aloe? Yes, aloe. That'll be fine.
aloe vera.
Aloe vera, the leaf that you pound
Yes.
into the thing that becomes the pasty thing.
Yes, that would be aloe vera.
Good in drinks too. I don't think so. Is it?
No, not really. It's more of a.
Hmm.
Hold on, I actually have to think.
Sounds like a garnish.
Your external layer is so weak.
Yeah.
Skin.
They all come with our
Oh,
flaws.
useless.
Your scales were definitely proving to be very, well, superior in the last fight, right?
Yes, I'm alive and conscious.
Surprisingly.
And I was in the front.
Good man on you. Proud of you. Keep up your fighting. Whatever style that is, you confuse me.
Good.
Is that the goal, to stay confusing?
Yes.
It's very effective. Well,
This
in the
place of
meantime-
drinks, so you can negotiate.
I suppose I can negotiate a little bit of things. I mean, would you like a drink or something? I'm always open for a sip.
Well, isn't that where we were supposed to go after we finished our blood matches?
I don't know. I just want something as a reward. Did we even get a reward? Where are we supposed to get a reward?
A
As you're
place
saying
of
this out
drinks.
loud,
Place
as
of
you say
drinks.
this out
Ah,
loud, these two individuals point and they say you're expected, and they point to the direction of the hall.
I'm always expected. Actually, no, I'm never expected. Hmm. This is a pleasant surprise. Adventure awaits us. Yoo-hoo. Hello?
That it
No?
does. That it does.
You should probably clean up the blood off of yourselves.
Adds to the dimension. I don't know.
How?
I don't know. Makes me more colorful. I'm wearing purple.
I literally don't have any blood on me.
No, I do not know how to clean myself. Do you have a washroom? For if not, I will just stay bloody.
I don't have prestidigitation yet.
Sin pulls out a wash rag and just tosses it to, or a handkerchief, I guess would be the thing, and just hands it to him.
Ah, thank you. He just starts, wiping the red off of the. He kind of looks a little purple right now. He's getting the red off.
Mix mints. They mix.
So, as you step in and you take your seats, Retta, since you are closest and still covered in blood, the white-haired woman who's sitting not too far from you passes you a strange but very pristinely fine white cloth.
Hmm.
And then she just simply says, "If you wish, you can just use the magic word clean and should fix you up nice and neat."
My god, it's a cleansing stone.
Clean.
As you say this, the cloth floats upward and it starts to glimmer a little bit, and the blood, or rather the blood stains all over you, begins to be pulled out of it, and that pristine white handkerchief turns a very notable pinkish color and then flops down to your hand.
I'll hand
That's
it back to her.
cool.
I thank you.
Not a problem, dear. You performed quite well. Also, along with little Aderia.
Yes, it's quite some time since I had to take the gloves off, so to speak.
But your gloves are on.
I don't actually have any gloves, and you just see your hands are bare.
Oh.
That's
In the
where
picture,
so to
you have
speak
gloves.
comes from.
And Aderia, you do remember that this is none other than Raven O'Donnell, one of the people handling the guild hall.
Yep. I have some stuff for her later. Not now,
And-
though. I'm just gonna wait.
Retta, you would remember Jean D referring to her as the White Death.
Alright then.
And with that, she gives you all a bemused smile as she then turns and you hear this particular gentleman speak to you all,
Mic off.
which one of you do recognize who this man is.
Yeah, that's ominence.
And
Mic on.
puffing on his
Mic off.
smoking pipe as well. You guys have proven yourselves capable. Capable indeed. In fact, there is two particular requests that you may work upon and may have you traveling. You see, we are understaffed. Yes, we have adventurers and the like, but we need certain individuals to bring supplies, guarded supplies, to certain outposts. Your work at or your little test at the blood sports was to see if you can handle some of the common threats that the people handle on the road, which can stand from being wildlife to unnatural creatures. And you've proven your mettle. I am impressed. Even though some of you may have some repute or none at all, And as he says this, you all may roll me a perception.
Fucking 18.
Mic
Fuck
on.
y'all.
So
Don't jinx it
only
now,
Zero.
Jubith.
so only Syndra, who's playing with the coin on her knuckles, does not realize it, but everyone above a 15, especially you, Sign, can notice that he is still looking at you, Sign. And there's definitely a look of confusion, but
Tee hee hee. Smile.
He's not really focusing too much on you as much as he also looks over to Adaria. And then smoking his pipe. He says, I have two merchants who have carts, caravans, and need to reach two locations, each in opposite directions. While I have enough staff for one, I do not have for the other. So, I should give you the choice. You can help with my two particular
Mic off.
merchants. One that is handling food and particular items to the Stormforge, and another one heading to the Emerald Cross that is bringing in some metal ores. The payment, which will be totaled and divided amongst you four, will be 500 gold coins.
That's a lot of
And
cigarettes.
whatever dangers or, I suppose, as adventurers or travelers, loot you may find will be yours, so long as the merchants and their cargo reach the outpost safe and sound. And everything and themselves are there whole.
500 split between us, or 500 each?
Split between you.
Mm.
My pockets are deep, but they are not that deep.
How much distance are we covering?
You'll be covering, the shortest one will be to Stormforge, ranging between a 3-day journey on cart. However, the one to Emerald Cross will take about a week, and you will be crossing through the flatlands and approximately close to the savage jungle. Well, with the Stormforge, you'll be closer to the Thunder Coast, but at the very least, you'll be by the water.
I was more interested in heading toward the Savage Wildlands anyway, so at least the Emerald Cross can give me an idea of what I'd be looking at.
I'll do whatever, to be honest. Your choice, gentlemen and ladies.
Mic on.
We get 125 each for whether we go for 3 days or we go for 3 weeks.
Would there be anything else included with the cargo, considering each one we'd be transporting?
Such as.
Well, I was
Horseback? Rations?
not even just that, reward, or rather something, since we are
Mic
helping
off.
transport. Considering
Well.
if we are going for a week, if we were to go longer, would it not make sense to at least acquire some more gold, or at least some kind of compensation?
The gold is compensation enough. As I said before, whatever particular things you may loot or scavenge or take from hostiles, or I suppose one would call the primitive
Mic on.
savages that would wish to take or loot, you may take what is necessary. And should you indeed complete this task and are in the outpost, you'll have a letter of recommendation from me that you are trustworthy and don't need to pay heavy expenses to stay.
Speaking of hostiles, if this is a 3-week versus a 3-day journey, I would assume the one with 3 days is much more formidable.
Yes, it is 3 days or a week.
Hmm. Can I ask how valuable these supplies are?
Well, they are for Stormforge, which is in need of valuable foods and herbs and spices, since it is a forge city, a forge town. And the Emerald Cross, which deep, or at least close to the proximity of the savage jungle, is in need of minerals to continue productions.
Hmm. Great.
You can see why I'm willing to offer this particular small package of reward, but there's always willing adventurers. I just figured that considering some of you have been asking for a certain name, this might fall into your interest.
Okay, so which direction is this individual?
Well, I believe yes, two of you have been shouting for a Ed Matthias Dominguez.
Do you know
I
his location?
No. He does not stay in the town of Manzato often.
Mic off.
Makes a quick trip here and there, but then immediately is gone before any questionings or conversation can be had. However, he has racked up a debt with me and many of the Guildhall, as there is a slight look he has toward Adaria, a particular squandering of scouts and staffmen.
What a great gentleman. She just rolls her eyes.
Sounds like a nice fellow.
Yes, I would suppose one would say that. And there is this tone of acidic irony in it, in his
Mm.
tone.
Doesn't like to plant his feet on the ground often either, huh? Moving from place to place. Quite fast from what I'm hearing, considering multiple guilds are on his, well, hit list.
Yes. Makes me wonder how he has survived this long. But
He's a wizard.
no
Mic on.
doubt,
Deceit
I'm
and
sure.
power.
Ah! I don't think he's so far.
Mic off.
Well, you can only go so far with words alone. But allow me to correct myself. The outpost, the Emerald Star. While it is indeed in need of minerals, it does have a high amount of food, which brings exotic meals and things to be exported back. So you may choose to go back with the merchant that is bringing that particular food, or you have at least a small little base somewhere out there to work on your travels. As some of my more limited, capable intel gatherers have seen your looks over to Syndra Gallows, I suppose your client hopped in and out in those particular areas. Again, it is not mandatory, but I believe at least two of you might find that little information interesting as part of my compensation to you two.
Sin leans back in her chair, looks at her coin for a second, then looks over at him. Well, I suppose going to the Emerald is going to be the easiest route for that. But I do feel that if we are engaging in a business contract, you and she kind of motions to everyone else in the room, us and everyone. That individual, as it seems, owes a considerable amount to a number of you. So, in the spirit of business, as I am interested in this as a shipping lane, it does bring me to the question of, do you want him alive yourselves? Because my world stops when I get paid the money he owes. Plus, the interest for those that I lost. Or, I bury him with the 700 copper that he left me as a joke.
It is a casual shrug that the fat nobleman is giving you. Well, how you wish to deal with him is entirely up to you. I'm sure there are those who wish to have his head on a platter. I personally simply wish he does not conduct any more business within the city of Menzato. He has already brought in trouble that is quite aggravating to business, to me, and on both the surface and, of course, here. If you bring proof that he is no longer active, I will see to it that I shall reward you something of worth of value. Perhaps a permanent residency without needing to pay any taxes or rent or something akin to that, depending on the time, place, and context of delivering this message to me. Of course, considering that he owes you, Madame, a debt, well, I am sure you will find some way to have him compensate.
Sin looks at Retta.
Mic on.
Red's just kind of staring at the table. He's really trying not to portray anything, failing miserably. Because you all could pretty much feel a static coming from him when this man is brought up.
Sin then turns her gaze to Ataria. Ataria.
What?
Southwell?
Personally, yes. I have no quarrels with the man, but opening business routes and making good with the merchants, it's good for trade and good for business, no?
So, Sign, can you please roll me a history check?
Sure. Nat 20.
So, you know this individual, at least for your time being here in the port city Menzato. You know full well that this individual before you is good with his contract words. Well, I mean, he's good with his words of honor, promise, either by words or by contract. The one thing he is quite following of is to make sure profit is done right and There is no, as he would quote unquote say, grudges left
Mm.
behind.
And that is why his pockets are deep, but not too deep.
Yep.
Well, I'm just gonna lean back with a little shit-eating grin as usual. Just being shit-eaty. See what the rest of the group does. I want them to ponder.
As I said, it at least allows me to scout out some areas myself. So, that and trade routes is always good. I think I'm fine with going to the cross.
I'm just here for the ride.
Don't forget, all rides have a fare.
Not for me. I walk the line.
Then I suppose it's settled. Where do we make contact with those that are heading to Emerald's Cross?
Excellent. You'll see them at the Southgate Plaza tomorrow. You'll be leaving, well, it is a bit late. Say 3 after sunrise. So in a sense, he's just saying 8 a.m. in the morning.
Right, quick thing. Where are we gonna get our payment? Is it before or after?
You'll get your repayment after the cargo.
And there will be someone there to pay us?
Yes.
Okay. Any particular place we should look for them, or will they find us?
They will find you.
Sure. Right, well, I'm glad this is all settled. I think our 3 little friends here are happy on this, yes? We can all set sail tomorrow morning, yes? We're all good?
Yes, we'll
We are
need to
going
talk
inland.
to.
How do we set sail?
A figure of speech. Remember, big mouthy words.
I'm quite eloquent.
They go far. Well, that being said, I suppose we should all get preparing. Anyone else have any more questions for Eminence before we, get ready?
Not particularly right now.
Right.
Straightforward job. Escort carts down to a town, get paid.
You make it sound terribly easy.
Nothing is easy around here.
Exactly. That shows how Sindra Gallows kinds of work at this point. I think I'm getting a good picture out of you. Doesn't deviate from the most efficient path, don't you?
It's kept me alive this long.
Operating automatically is a talent in itself, and it seems you carry it. Businessmen and women, that's what they do. See? Look at her go. And what did the coin land on, I wonder?
Drive. Though as you guys are leaving, you hear this individual say this quietly, but not quietly enough that you don't hear it. It's just a soft speaking voice. Drive that can bring prosperity or ruin.
Oh, most certainly ruin.
Speaking of this, can anybody afford another healing potion?
Oh, I have one right here. I had 2.
Can as well, but
I did have 2 as well.
Well, no, I really can't afford it. I bought some more other valuables that were valuable to me.
I may be able to help you out there, Retta, but first I need to talk with. And she points to Raven for a minute before I head out, if you don't mind.
So, as you're talking about I do have a question. Retta, do you ask about that potion out loud?
Yeah.
Very well. So, this gentleman here
That he's talking loud. We'll do a quick shift-see again. Then it says blue one before you go.
Yes.
He tosses you a small pouch. You may roll me a dexterity to catch it.
Here we go.
18.
Okay. Let me just check something. So inside of it, there is 17 gold coins.
All right.
Then he says, I look forward to your patronage at the guild hall.
You can be expected. I am Retta, and you are.
There's a smile. And we get to his sheet. And then it says, Talon. Talon Sorin.
It's good to meet you, Talon. I'm sure we'll be seeing each other in the future.
I expect so. Alright, running that down. Okay. What is else? Everyone else, I believe Adaria has something to ask.
Yep, I'll just make it quick and simple. She'll kind of walk up to her and I was like, that scout you had recommended, or rather, that had helped me. I was curious if you knew exactly where he lived or an address or such.
Oh, the the unfortunate one.
Yes, him.
I keep tabs on everyone, give or take. He immediately booked a shipping, well, a ship out of the wildlands and back to, I believe he was going to, was it Neverwinter or, no, I think he was heading back to the Dale. One of those cold places, I don't recall anymore, but worry not. His wounds weren't too severe, just more of the mental damage.
If he left yet or no?
Sadly, he did. I understand you would feel the compassion to compensate, but honey, you have to remember he did accept the job, as did his two compatriots. It is the way of the adventurers and mercenaries. They accept jobs knowing the risk. Perhaps it is unfortunate that there are many who underestimate the risk or overestimate themselves to handle the risk. And she holds the pinkish cloth that Curly had soaked up Verda's bloodstains on his body, and with a quick flick of it, immediately turns back into pure white. The thing that makes life worth living is that you must live life. All it takes is just one mistake, one slip, and it all ends. She looked at you eye to eye. You may need to roll me a wisdom save now.
Well, GG, boys. Gonna die.
You don't think I'm gonna kill you, man.
I mean, so
Well.
that's well.
You are frightened for
Shocker.
1 minute. As for the briefest of moments, you think that her eyes look like they have glown a stark yellow color. And then she just says, honey, do me a favor. Focus on living for the now. The past is gone, damned and forgotten for the most part, except for those shackled by it. and your future is never guaranteed. So do a kind for my poor old heart. Focus on living, sweetheart.
See her taken aback for a minute and kind of just look at her and like, you remind me of my elders. Thank God I flipped them off before I left.
Well, I hope you don't flip me off. I may have to
Oh
remove my
no.
finger.
Sadly, not so sadly, but business partners are to a lesser degree helping you, so it'd be more rational to not piss you off.
Smart girl. You have quite the future ahead of you. Of course,
Mic off.
you'll need to grasp that and get to that point. Don't worry about the scout. I will let you know should he make landfall or not. I have ways of knowing.
Very well. And you see her kind of like just try to start lighting up her pipe. It'll be a long night ahead of us then before we get going, so might as well prepare.
We shall have you some extra rations and minor supplies. Talon is good at that.
Oh, I trust him to be.
Adaria, you may roll me a history since you've been hanging around the guild hall quite a bit.
Yay! Yay!
You've heard the name Talon a couple of times, but it's more of his last name you've heard. And the one that you heard the last name from is the proprietress, the one who books people's resting rooms. A certain Milla Soren.
Like I said, she'll just give Raven a nod and be like, well, yes, it'll be a fine night then, or at least a stroll, before I leave the city for a while. Sadly, I can't see the stars that much, with the bright lights and all.
I wish you luck. And she just quietly turns and, as you know, she seems to have prepared a deck of cards and begins shuffling them.
Mic on.
Can I roll like a perception to see this whole encounter, or at least try and capture a glimpse or
Oh,
an
you
idea?
certainly
Sick.
can. You can certainly try.
15.
I'm going to roll something.
Why would you want to lock the door?
Mic
Okay.
off.
So, it seems like you have noticed not too much in details
Mic
of the
on.
reactions, and it is very clear that the white-haired woman had much to say as she was in control of the conversation.
Did I see the significant parts?
No, he did not.
Oh, lucky me.
Retta, what are you up to?
Brother, I require a potion.
Potion.
Yes. You're a merchant, are you not?
Yes, I am. Although I don't do much on the potions, at least not in this particular market, since I would be stealing someone else's business. But I can recommend you to Maggie.
Yes, I will return there. Unfortunately, you had given me a list earlier, but I shall defer to this Maggie woman.
Wait, before you go, brother.
Oh, yep.
Kind of go through his pockets and do other things. Let me just get his sheet. And I want you to roll me a d4. Okay. I'm just gonna roll this now. Right. So he says, "Well," and he slips a pouch to you. Says, "Be sure to share this with the others. I mean, as long as I'm not making profit, I'm not stealing profit, am I?" And inside there is a small. It is a pouch that has 3 potions of healing from him.
Cool. Thank you, brother. I shall bring you spoils for my return.
If you're heading to, he kind of rubs his eyes a little bit more. If you are heading to the Emerald Star, I do advise you to be careful. There are, though it is slang and foul to call them this, but they are savages. But the particular beastmen, the walking hyenas, prowl the flatlands. Since
Do we know of a way to gain their curry their favor?
no, they are unreasonable. Even the he passes you a what looks to be like a strip of leather, but there is a scribbling of scratches on it. Present this if you were to see the Sharp-Tooth tribe. You'll recognize them right away. But just know this, that regardless of what the others say, and he starts switching his tongue more toward Draconic, as you noticed. But if the Sharp-Tooth will say that these hyena men are unreasonable, and that they are willing to eat and kill, slaughter, and all that stuff, I take very highly to their word.
I will as well. I'll trust a scaled one over one with fur any day.
Good thing I have plenty of hair then.
Now, brothers, keep to your hoards. Keep to yourselves. Stay out of trouble till I can return.
All right. Anything else anyone else is doing?
They'll forget about me.
Where are you going, Sign?
Forget about
Out.
me.
Syndra, anything you want to do or bother these people or say something to them?
I'll go.
He said he would be right back.
He's
I
a
think.
solid BRB, I think.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, he's muted. In case I don't know if he knows that.
Sorry, I was crunching.
Well, damn it! How dare you eat during D&D? We're supposed to starve yourself for 4 hours. Did you know?
Really? I did not know that. At least I'm not doing the intensive slurping, so
Okay.
Oh my God!
stop.
Please,
Okay,
please
back
don't.
to the other things.
back to games.
Was there a? Were we informed that there was anybody who did dealings with magic or scrolls or anything like that?
I will roll something.
Mm.
So if you were to ask any of them for what they have magic scrolls, they are on low supply on that. In fact, your best bet is to go to one of the other outposts because they're in the quote unquote more magic enriched areas. And wizards in Menzato are, or rather, magic users in general are not really looked upon, considering who the certain governor does not like.
Well, then I suppose back to the lady with the potions and all that.
Making frequent trips.
Might as well double check things on the way out.
No opposition.
A certain Maggie Rose. I see that you're all alive in the blood sports. I might help you.
My character sheet did that where you minimize it and then it goes all tiny when you go to open it again.
Who needs character sheets?
People have to deal with money, that's who. She kind of sits there and looks over things. Well, seeing as how many of them are going to die, I'll take another healing potion if you have them.
Very well. Are you looking for a more potent one or just a minor?
The regular, the mid-grade.
Very well. And she just passes it to you.
Alright.
No questions asked.
Alright, adjusting that. Save changes. Okay. Well, that should be enough for me. And she turns and looks at any of the others if they're trying to do anything.
You turn around, you just see the two people, and then like next to you, you just see ears. I would like
So she
2
fully-
antidotes.
Very well. She just gets them, passes them to you. No questions asked.
They proved quite effective in the ring.
Ah, I am so glad to hear that. Most people tend to just buy and never really come back. She makes a transaction with you. No problems, no questions asked.
Yeah, and so he doesn't like no really formalities or anything. He just takes them and leaves. Like, This
Yep,
purchasing
then as
things
you-
for gold is strange. Usually I just take.
Well, if you
Things
are
are
taking
weird.
things, if you are taking things, be sure not to overindulge in taking and then suddenly explode. So, have a safe travels.
Sure. So, that was interesting.
And with that, the DM will now ask the players: are you guys going to do anything through the rest of the night, or shall we move toward the morning?
I'll have some whiskey, lay on the bed, writing some book. Just anyone chilling out, feel free.
We'll take
I
you
got
guys
nothing
back
really.
to the guild
Depends on
hall
how late
now.
it is.
I'd probably go for an evening stroll, but that's really about it.
It is not too late. It is, as you guys arrive back to the guild hall, it is already like about 8:30 in the evening.
Are there any card games going on?
There are some gambling here and there. Others just mulling over, drinking, eating.
Is there a more casual, laid back, not cheatery filled one?
You may roll me an insight.
Not cheatery filled one.
Mile.
Well, for the looks of it, certain individuals definitely look like card sharks. This individual looks like a card shark. This entire table here looks like it's filled with a bunch of card sharks. This one here has definitely a card shark.
I wonder who.
Man, never seen that individual before in my life.
Mustachio.
Mustachio Bushman.
The best part
I guess
is
the
that's a disguise.
I know it is.
the inverse.
Kind of figured.
Is there anyone at any of these tables that is extremely bad?
Roll me an insight. From the looks of it, they all seem to be having their struggles.
Down on their luck.
No, no, no luck. They don't give a fuck.
Well, this one looks like it's probably got the easiest buy-in.
This could be great.
Oh God, I know that man.
Okay. Let's see. There.
Mic
okay.
off.
So, you're going to play a couple of card games as you step in. This individual with the mustache has a particularly wide smile. Ah, got a new person on the table. How do you do?
I've had better days. Yourself?
I'm having an excellent day. As he says, this particular individual says this, the two on the sides here just grunt very aggravatingly so. And
You mind if I give him a voice or no? It's up to you.
Hmm?
You mind if I voice you know who or no? I'll give it.
no, not this moment. It's
Okay.
going to be a short game, but
Figured it was. Just making sure.
the two of them just kind of Syndra, as you may roll me a perception. You feel
Roll.
heated stares, but you don't know where they're staring at the cards or at an individual.
Hello, my name is Jeebus. I will be rolling low tonight.
Helloings.
Hello. I have become
Hello.
Davis for the night.
Mic on.
Man, I didn't think I had that kind of accent, but I guess I talk like this now.
Hello,
Yo.
I am Davis.
Hello. I am Hebus.
This is the bad roll accent.
Okay, so they're gonna go real quickly with this here. I need you to roll me
Mic
a
off.
D10, a D8, and a D6. The
Okay.
highest of those rolls is the winner.
I do have proficiency with card sets.
Oh, you have a card set. Okay, so you may roll that instead for me.
Okay, what do you want for that? For ability?
I believe it is. I will give you the choice between wisdom or charisma.
Well, that's just up in the air instead of intelligence. Okay.
Am.
Just write this down here quick. All right, so as you say this, the particular gentleman here says, "Well, the buy-in is relatively easy. Just 5 gold coins to buy in."
Sin pulls out the gold, stacks 5, slides it.
These 3 do so as well. And I'm going to roll something for this guy. You see this gentleman's mustache twitching. And it says, "Well, I suppose before we make our rolls, how about I call?" And he raises it by another 10 gold coins, totaling it to 15.
Calling already.
Well, yes. You have to see your hand. Before you even get to see your hand, you have to see the confidence of people.
But to call is just interesting because that means you're just asking us to pay already. There's no bets, nothing increasing.
You may roll me an insight. That mustache of his is waving around in a very curly manner. You're sure it's a smile, but you're not 100% certain. Then it says, pulls out card, shuffles it, places in the center, looks at you, says, "Did you care the cut?"
Sure. As she slides forward the other 10 that's needed.
Oh, so you're sliding in another, okay.
Well, if you call, you got a match.
Yep. And these two, I'm gonna roll something for these guys because this one says, "Alright, I'm not dealing with this. I'm stepping back. I lost enough." The other gentleman here decides to stay in the game. That's very well, very well. So the pot is currently 50 gold. So roll me your whatever it is for your cards.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be rolling for these guys with the
Am I doing wisdom or charisma again?
either or. If you say you have intelligence, so I will allow that as well. All right. So let's roll for our gentleman over here.
I'm either rocking it or getting my ass handed to me.
About to find out. So that's one. And now I need to roll for the other gentleman. Also, you may roll me an insight or perception at your discretion. Actually, roll me investigation because that is intelligence, is it not?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Not proficient with it, but I will.
Ooh. Damn, you just beat him hard. Okay, so with your investigation, you notice that this gentleman here, his two hands seem to be moving pretty quickly for just holding a set of 5 cards. And this guy clearly has not noticed it at all, as he's just too focused on looking at the cards.
So in other words, he's cheating.
Uh-huh.
Sin stands up, grabs the 15, slides it back to her, stares at him. Well, I don't play with cheats.
Roll me a persuasion at advantage. Oh, that's actually enough because it wasn't enough to persuade. Mariner, could you please do me the voice of a very angry Zyrus who's just been cheated of his cards?
Oh boy, this is gonna be great. I haven't done this man in a while. So you see Zyrus just pound his hands on the table and be like, "You motherfucker! I told you to stop cheating with the cards!"
So,
There you go.
and as that happens, completely forgetting that he actually had 15 gold coins, he's just going to grab this particular gentleman, and I'm just going to roll a couple of things here. GM rolling. And nope. Got him by the scruff of his neck, or literally just grabbed him by a chokehold. And as now proceeds to take the mustachio out. And what will be Zyrus's last words before he storms out with a dangling mustache elf in his
Oh boy.
grabbed by the throat?
Zairus hopes you have new lung ready for him in order to pay for cheating. And he just walks out of the room.
So Syndra, you see 2 stacks of 15 gold coins scattered on the table.
She looks over at the other individual.
He looks at it, but he looks at you, looks at that. He just says,
I don't want to take the man who just took out the cheetah. It seems he is honorable enough to keep it. Shall we split a mustached, the assets?
walks over, says, yeah, sure. Sits down.
7.5 for you, 7.5 for me. Well, we
willing
can
to
give
just-
the one off to our good friends.
I'm willing to take 5 gold coins. You can take the other 10.
She will, but she'll take 2 gold and stack it onto the other guy's stack.
Right? I'll keep an eye, since Zyrus will no doubt be back with, well, whenever he's done twisting that mustache guy around.
Give him my regards. Perhaps we can game again.
He gives a salute, which he may roll me a history for that.
Okay. Show about advantage. That's a history.
You recognize that particular salute belonging to, certain individuals who are part of the Marine or the Navy for the Sword Coast, or rather, damn my throat, from Waterdeep.
Sin's left eye kind of twitches a little bit at it, but she just passes it off.
All right, so
She's
now
not
we
always,
move on to
but she'll go get a drink and probably join everybody else.
all right. So while that is happening, our nice 3 individuals.
So do you go
But,
for the
Mike
shin then
on.
when they're too tall?
It's hard to fight when your Achilles tendon is cut, and then they're always at my level. If not, I do tend to leap into the air quite a bit.
Yes,
So
I
you
saw
were a
that.
tunnel fighter.
Well, yes, I did fight in the tunnels, yes.
It's the question, where are you from then? Sounds like you were from somewhere, I don't know. Cavey. Devil Teeth Mountains, perhaps? That'd be quite cool.
I'm not from this area.
Foreign to the Wildlands.
Yes, I used a coastal place out in the Forgotten Realms. I don't really, never had a use for city names and countries, so.
Understand that?
Mountainous area near the coast is all I can really tell you.
Protection of your clan, I get it.
They're dead.
Oh, my. He'll buff out, you'll be fine.
I don't think death just goes like that, sadly.
It does.
Unless you're a necromancer of some sort, then it kind of just
No.
has a way of working like that.
You just gotta be the right kind of person. What was
I
is that
don't
not
want
the
to
right
know
thing
what
to
the
say?
wrong kind of person is, personally.
Not me.
So literally everyone but you.
As long as I can bring the man responsible to my form of justice, everything will be fine.
Who's this man exactly? I've heard so much about him, but I'm quite unfamiliar.
Used to be the court wizard in the city that I had lived near. He then found my clan and how our apparently he points to the horn at the end of his nose. This is what is known as an aphrodisiac.
Oh yes, I'm well acquainted with some of those, though more so from plants than.
I thought that was the
Actually-
romance food.
No, it's more so herbs that are used and turned into drugs to make people feel certain ways.
Horny!
Less horny, but more so manipulative.
Horny! Well. So this person, did he do something that you, well, have to lay down your own form of justice onto him?
He
And
hired
I'm
a
guessing
band.
that involved taking his legs.
He hired a band of mercenaries. They stormed our camp at night while I was asleep. Killed everyone but myself and cursed me.
Cursed you? Really?
Since he
But
actually
here-
already has his armor off, since he was working on it, he shows them there's a right now where his left lung would be, is just a large black dot with tendrils of veins coming off of it.
Hmm.
Reminds me of some of the people that I fell out with, though I don't think what you are dealing with and I'm dealing with are quite the same.
It's quite strange. What would someone from the Grand Court of Wizardry have to do with your camp? I've never heard of this camp, so,
Money.
money.
These, and he taps his horn
No.
again, are apparently quite expensive.
I figured as such. You're quite unfamiliar with money, but I think you're familiar with your biology. Maybe
I am quite familiar with money. The use of money is disgusting to me.
There's a lot of things that are disgusting to us.
The money I collect is mine. It should be mine forever.
The true mentality of a dragon. Is that what you strive to be? A dragon? Big and fierce?
Roll an insight.
Sure.
Oh, I gotta roll that insight too.
Wow!
Miser,
I'm secret
you see
boss,
that?
bro.
You all see there's a very when the second you say the word dragon, there's a familiarity with it that even goes past what Sin knows probably. And a
My
longing.
apologies.
There's just a deep longing.
I think I probed a little too far. That's my fault. I have a tendency to, pick at people's brains. Speaking of brains, Syndra, what did the coin land on? Heads or tails?
Sin kind of smiles. Heads. It always lands on heads. As she pulls it out, and it's, how do I put it? It's like this. It's two both sides are skulls, but one has an X carved into it.
Yeah, that's shame that when you play the game, if you rig it, then you never know you can truly win.
Well, the whole universe is rigged on itself. I think you can cheat a little bit.
So some like to believe.
Well, it's true. You can bend reality to whatever you want it to be. She's doing it right now. It always lands on heads when it's in reality. It's supposed to be a 50-50. It's disgusting, I do get it. But in reality, it's quite strange. But to be so brutal as to leave fate up to a coin flip, I can respect that. A big old flip off to the world. I'm guessing that's what we're all trying to do, right? Flip off the world for what it's done to us.
More so trying to flip off my own people, though that's bit me in the ass more times than not.
I've heard about that. Flipped them off when you left. Where were you originally? I've never seen your kind, but... I mean, I've seen your race, but... You sound, how do I word it? In the social terms, noble?
Are you familiar with the summer courts at all?
I'm not familiar with anything.
They're all just a bunch of.
Did they exist, how long are they around?
Forever, or so they want people to believe.
Miser, can I roll a history now?
Yes.
If they've been around forever.
You may roll me a history.
15. The summer courts.
You definitely have heard about the summer courts, or rather, you've heard about the going-ons with the Feywild
Ah.
here and there, but they never really been your scope of interest.
Hmm. And so, what is your correlation to them? A business lady? A guardian of the Fae?
Princess.
Ah! Ooh, princess. Fancy. Running
Not
away
any-
from old Romeo and Juliet situation.
No, I took an
Oh.
interest in something that they told me not to.
Was it
And it's
Jimmy?
rather.
Jimmy was dashing after all.
No, but how familiar are you with something known as. Give me 1 second.
He did crack corn. But nobody
Shut the
cares.
fuck up. How familiar are you with cults of star spawns?
Miser? Again?
Yes.
These are really old, so you'd probably know about
20.
these.
Again, your particular scope of information. This also.
Not interested, but the words are crossing.
Yes, you do. You have heard some of these keywords, but again, you don't know. You only know surface detail information. The stuff that you could probably find in a library that may have dated 5 decades, maybe a century ago.
And what was this called again? I'm sorry.
Similar for you too, Retta. You mostly have surface information. You never really had to.
Star spawns. Hexic.
That's one, thank you.
Here.
Oh, did I?
No. Hexic was just asking what I said.
Yeah, so for both of you guys, you just have surface information that you can mostly get from books and libraries that you may take the time to look into researching, but you don't know the full ins and outs or the deeper details of what's going on within a court. You just know what's already been done.
My sisters told me a story about these spawns of the stars. But nothing much.
Yeah, they're not. I didn't get too deep into them myself, but I had looked into joining one of their cults, but then it got a little, as they say, weird, so I left the proposition, but by that time, any nobility or any claim I had to anything was erased. Guess it's the price to pay for being, as they say, prideful or arrogant.
Arrogance. It happens. It happens to the best of us.
No, I'm not too upset about it. If I didn't leave, then I wouldn't have started what I did, so it set me on a different path. It's just one that I preferred than rather something chosen for me.
And that started, I'm guessing, your business.
Yes, because my pride wouldn't let me just stand around and wallow in the filth of having nothing, so that's why I created my business. To help those, or at least myself for the most part, but trying to do it in a fair way, not so much to break down and beat everyone, but rather build myself and others who are willing to help.
Well, I hope your fair game goes fair. I'm not a firm believer in fairness, but maybe it'll work out for you. We never know. The world can be quite unpredictable.
It just depends on how you wish to term fair, but it's quite understandable.
Nothing's fair. I don't even like to use that word. You'll figure it out eventually, don't worry. Just give yourself time. Things will show you, people will show you, the outside will show you that, well, nothing's fair in the great scheme of things. You're kind of a cog in a big machine. When one goes bust, you're kind of snuffed out of it.
So people like to tell me.
Mic off.
And as for you, Miss Half-Breed, do you have anything of intrigue on why exactly you here, other than a man blew up my ship and now I'm going to cry?
Oh, he called you half-breed.
I mean,
Racial hierarchy. Let the
Mic
fires
on.
burn over there. Shit-eating grin once again.
You know, I don't know too many tieflings that I've wanted to stab, but you're getting to be one of them.
Right here. Right here. There's a hole.
Like a hole in his face.
I'm literally showing like my rib has a now giant black hole in it. Right here.
As
It should
you all
go
hear
right
the
through.
shh, shh, as
No,
Red
you
is
go for the
sharpening a
legs.
blade.
I want my legs.
Oh,
Originally, it was I was having hired. Fucker blew up my ship. I thought, why not? I need to get out to the north so I can have some better trade deals while the Navy gets its heads out of its ass. And now I'm without a ship, I'm without a trade route, I'm without anything other than a gold stack of 700 copper and a pissed off mentality that I want to murder a lot of people.
But that doesn't necessarily tell you a whole story. Why exactly did you do before you were pissed off and just a sailor and actually had a ship? She's kind of looking at her as she's kind of like running her finger around the rim of her, what would it be, brandy glass? Yeah, brandy. Actually, let me look, see what I brought over. I actually forgot.
Well, I spent the last 73 years being known as the captain of the Winter Witch. Or, for those very few, I mean, it hasn't been 74, I believe. It's been. Oh, yes, only about 70 years now that I have been known as the Baroness of Crestfallen. We export wine and lumber.
Either.
Business could be so cruel when it comes to lumber and what was the other one? Wine?
Wine.
So you're telling me the little sip that I have here is coming from, I don't know, boats and chaos and shit blowing up and your boat crashing. Fine wine, by the way. Do appreciate it. It's not even wine, it's whiskey. I don't know why I'm making the correlation.
No. There hasn't been a wine from my vineyards that's made its way over here yet, as far as I'm aware, unless someone brought
Your
it in their
vineyard?
private stock.
Hmm.
We mostly deal with Baldur's Gate.
Alders, really? Interesting. You guys are getting more rich than I thought. I think I'll stick around you for longer.
Oh, you are the captain of the anti-slavers. Good work. Find any blues on
I
any of
guess
your
that's the
ships?
way they say it. I believe the title is Slaver's Bane.
Slaver's Bane. That's a cool one. Slips off the tongue.
I guess you could say it's personal.
Slavery is a dirty work. Killed many of them in my time as well.
So you used to be a slave? Is that what I'm getting at?
No.
No, not you, my tiny blue one. Talking about,
I bought both
Sindra.
tight.
Sin turns and gives you this look that says, "Don't push any farther."
What if I want to? I'll give a equally daring look back.
Fog. Didn't notice anything. Love my brandy.
yeah, that brand
Probably more focused and Red is complaining.
Yeah.
Sin kind of takes a deep inhale. Unlike some pretty princesses, and their silver spoons and their high towers. Yes. Some of us don't get to have names when we're born.
I can get that. No, I feel for you, really. Really.
I understand as well. I had to earn mine.
See? You're a welcome family here. We're all good friends.
I'm more curious about your lineage then, considering what you are.
Besides a bag of flesh.
No.
Just like me and you and the other two next to me.
A sailor.
She's still got, even though she looks drow, she still has high elf
Oh, I'm
in
not
her.
talking about that.
Oh.
Think of it, if I cut my finger, I bleed. Same with you and same with you. What makes the
Doesn't-
difference? The color you bleed? How much you bleed? Doesn't matter in the end. If you take their heads off, they die.
Matters because some people, like Ataria here, put so much effort into thinking they're better than everyone else that they look down on anyone with a different skin color, different beliefs, different creed, and think they own them.
Oh, it's how it works. I get it. If you make big mouthy words, you can make myths. If you can make myths, you can conquer the fucking world. I've said this before.
Darn
I think
shame
you
I
just
left all
mastered the
that
craft of it.
too. My pride, my old habits still have a way of flaring up.
And
These
that's
Now, how chaotic are we talking about these little flare-ups? Very or little?
vaguely.
Hmm.
If I were still to be, as she had put it, using using something her creed against her, then I'd be constantly mocking her and not even letting her speak at the same table, let alone sit.
Hmm. And why is that? Does her presence bother you? Eyesore?
No, high elves are generally very xenophobic towards anyone that aren't ourselves,
And
considering
whose fault is that?
it's not mine per se. That's just how we were
Well,
born and
you're a
raised.
high elf.
I don't.
Ah,
I
there
did
you
not.
go. That's the sentence I wanted. Evil is not
Whoa!
born with, it's taught. You were taught to
So,
be xenophobic.
to all of
And then
you,
I learned to not be.
And yet here you
What
are,
would-
calling him a half-breed. Her, sorry, my apologies.
so as you
Because
guys are
she
saying
is.
this,
Mm.
a kegger golem walks over the tray and places it down. And in it is 4 shots of what looks to be like black liquid. And it speaks toward you, Syndra. It is a thank you gift from the muscle man from saying thank you for catching cheater. This on me.
Sin turns, looks across the room at him.
He gives you a. You may roll me a perception. You see, he is giving you a raising toast as he has a mug of the black liquid.
Sin
And
raises her shot. Mm-hmm.
you might have maybe think he has given you a wink, but you're not 100% sure. But taking a sniff of it, it is the Dark Queen's kiss. So should you drink it, roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh god.
Sounds deadly. Bottoms up.
To
Who's to
new
be shared?
friendship.
Oop, that
Maybe
was a
I'll
jinx.
survive the journey.
Oh yes, I recommend you all fill
There's
up
the pirate
actually.
constitution of someone who has drank almost every day of their life.
You have advantage
Sick.
then.
Wow. Yeah, that's the deepest rolls I was waiting for.
Oh, advantage? Yo, does alcoholic get advantage too? Chain smoker and alcoholic. Come on.
You know what? Hell with it, yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I'll give it to you.
Six.
Let's see what happens to you.
21.
Okay.
Oh fuck it, I'll take a shot.
Oh,
Let's
come
see.
on. You only live once. Why not throw it away as fast as possible?
I'm gonna fucking die.
Let's see.
Exactly. That's
Oh
the
my
goal.
god.
Sick.
Ah, see?
All right. So for all 4 of you, it is surprisingly smooth, sweet, almost as if for those of you who have tasted the kiss of, I suppose, a nuzzle to the snout ones, but it is a pleasurable drink. However, Retta, it is quite a overloading to the senses. And all 4 of you feel really good. Retta probably a little bit too much so because it is an overload of the senses.
Uh-oh.
Do we
As
start to
Someone
see
get
as
the
more
as,
board.
again?
as it kind of settles, you all just see something that's probably actually a little terrifying as he just begins to just get this big toothy grin. Anybody with a you're probably all your passives will be high enough to notice that at least a couple of his teeth are not natural and either made out of different types of metal.
Now that's fucking
He's not a fucking
horrifying.
kobold. He's not a kobold. What the fuck are you?
Sin kind of looks over at the others. Well, I mean, clearly Red is about as much as a kobold as I'm an elf.
I don't know which way that's going.
Because I'm a black dragon, sweetheart.
You're a black dragon. Can you grant me wishes? Where's your horde?
Blacks do not grant wishes. They're greedy.
Oh, no. Sin holds up.
Greedy.
No, wait.
No. I will grant you a
That's
wish.
right.
Go ahead. What's your wish?
Hmm. What is my wish?
Get that
Keep
shit
existing.
off your face.
Chin off my face. Where is it?
The big black thing.
Ah. Okay. I like you when he's drunk. The giggly.
What? Do you want to remove that? Is that your wish?
Sure. Just put me on the little cog in the machine. That's what I want.
She pulls this. It's I don't know if you know what like a drop tip. Or actually, it's a skinner. So it's like this. It starts out really wide and then gets like real thin at the point. Knife from her boot. She's like, okay. Then I suggest you stand or sit still because we don't want much margin of air.
Right. I'll stand up. Now, just a fair warning. If things start inverting, that's not my fault. That's yours. Come on. We'll see which one dies first. And it won't be my fault.
Sin just literally like leans back, puts her feet up, puts the knife back in her boot.
Ah. Almost.
Hate dealing with madmen.
I'm not mad. I'm just active.
You literally just got drunk and asked me to cut your face off.
I wasn't cutting my face off. He would have missed anyways. The road wouldn't allow it. At least I wouldn't.
Yes,
shouldn't
I
be doing
spent
this.
2 months in a box with this man. It was eventful.
Mm.
I was changed.
Right.
So, I mean, just so that I don't get any questions, you know, I'm sure someone's going to ask it. Are you two, couple?
Oh no. Not into lizards. You're a kobold. Sorry, not into kobolds. Right, last relationship went horribly wrong. I can't really do them.
My kind breed for life.
Oh. I don't want to know what would come out if I tried it.
Nothing.
I've
You're both
never-
male.
A black hole. Not you.
Last kobold I had on my crew didn't breed for life. He just bred everywhere.
Yes, no, unfortunately I made a vow and that vow went wrong. So, well, widowed. Can men be widowed?
Yes,
Yes.
that's literally. Never mind.
Oh, I thought it was a woman-only thing. I don't know, I'm going to
It's
war.
literally anyone that's married.
That's cool. I get to wear black now. I wear purple. Do you always have to wear black?
No,
I am
Where,
blue.
where do you even come from?
I wish I knew. From afar. Have you ever heard of it? It's a new continent. Afar. I'll be here all week.
I hope not. We are
Someone
leaving
that-
tomorrow.
Oh, well,
for
speech.
someone that
Healthy words.
for someone that likes to poke and prod, you don't like it when someone pokes and prods you, do you?
Well, I already have holes in me. There's not much to
And-
poke and prod at. I don't even know where to poke and prod. Trust me,
and
I've been
then-
trying.
And then you just casually deflect. It's fine. She just takes a whip or takes a smoke of her her pipe.
No, we don't play that game. No, come on, give me a question. Now I'm interested. I feel like I've been sharing too much. Here, I'll let you indulge. Come now.
All right.
Ask away.
You seem a bit off, obviously, but I'm curious. Where exactly does your breed of magic stem from?
I don't know. It's a sorcery thing. It all comes from us, right?
You just not know, or I'm actually asking.
Well, what does a 20 meet with a 20?
God damn it!
So I'll split down the middle.
Got it.
So Adaria, you are slightly certain that he has an idea, but it's an idea, not a
So, like a theory, not an actual conclusive fact, basically.
yes.
Okay.
Eating
as-
grin intensifies.
But you also might think that it could also just be this guy is
Fucking
batshit
nuts.
insane.
Yeah. I'm slowly getting that from this man whose skin is falling off more than a cocaine addict or any of my drug addicts.
It's
that I've
winter.
dealt
What
with.
do you want?
I don't think skin normally falls off in the winter.
It gets dry.
I don't even think skin gets that dry to just fall off.
Ah, it does. It's a tiefling thing. It's not.
God.
I was gonna say for that one you will have to roll deception.
Fucking hog.
Chuckles.
God damn it.
Here.
Yeah, it's a tiefling thing.
Tiefling thing.
I don't deal with tieflings, so I really haven't.
Yeah, so considering that you don't know much about tieflings, for all you know, he could be a variant breed of tiefling that.
That just loses skin in the winter.
Lose this skin in the way I'm shedding.
Yeah,
That
I'm
or
actually
it's
part lizard. I shed.
But considering that your connection to the Feywilds, there are other particular
Oh yeah, there's probably
realms
some.
that, especially with your dealing with the Star cult.
Yes, the soft
So-
spawn and all their fun.
So, what you may know, at least as far as you can possibly glean of your memory, that well, he might have been a former cultist. Hence why he's a little cracked.
Ah, you do remind me of Brother Jeremiah and his teachings.
I told
what
you, Jimmy was a charmer. Did I not say it earlier?
That is why nobody
Exactly.
cared.
Oh, I'm hurt. I'm hurt by that one. Well, that's enough prodding. Anyone else have any more questions? You now know I'm a tiefling. That is magic.
I'm a little cracked in the head, more so than the actual holes that are in your body.
I was a little cracked in the face. The head, I'm fine. I can feel around my head. One's still there.
What a monthly crew this will be. Hopefully none of us at least end up stabbing each other in the back at some point.
That will be fine. Right. He was just close his book up.
Always an option.
Yes, and that's what I'm afraid of.
Well, it's quite simple. Don't piss me off.
Same goes
Ask
for
what
me.
happens when we. Oh, okay.
Well, I do have a proposition then after we finish this little job, but it will have to wait until.
Oh, also, do not wake me up. It is a bad time.
Is your waking up routine slicing the air?
Usually ends up with biting, but yes.
Okay, noted. Now, I'd recommend everyone fills up, get their drinking. I'm sure you're going to be living off of stale bread and cheese for the next few days.
Wouldn't be the worst I've experienced.
No, it's actually quite fine. Just soften it in soup or
We're
coffee.
going to the jungle.
Or like
Why would we not hunt?
Because some things
I
will
don't
hunt you
hunt.
back.
I'm not a hunter.
Also, I have some notes on the jungle, which is why I'd prefer to go to the savage lands anyway. A lot of fruit there seems to be quite deadly or willing to bite back.
Also, speaking in this general tone, there's a group of kobold named the Sharp Teeth. If we are cordial to them, we can enhance our journey.
Give me one sec. I have to actually look.
New friends?
Possibly.
Give me one second.
I'll keep that in mind.
My scouts had actually. Give me one second. My scouts had actually met with some of the sharp teeth, though they had chased them down through the woods for an indefinite amount of time, so could be good or bad depending how much they're willing to bend, not break, even cordial manners.
They usually have manners. All these cordial ones. Whatever the ones you said.
I have a token. We will be fine.
Sure. Right. I suppose we should only show
Sure,
you the
I would probably
Western.
show them because they are relevant to where we're going.
Okay, so to the players, let me just come here. Artery presents you a stack of, well, not really a stack, but a small bit of notes that she had received from her scout that she sent out. Only a little bit of
Mm.
information.
A little bit, like 4 paragraphs, 5
You
paragraphs.
plan ahead.
Well, it is relative to where I was going, as I had said before, hence why I figured it'd be smarter to go there where at least I would know what we would be getting into rather than just taking a guess.
Slow death of dehydration, beast of unknown energy and power. Hmm. How much did they cost?
Enough that only one survived.
Oh, that doesn't answer my question. If they die, that means they were expendable.
Not my scouts to be expendable too, but, Miser, how much did they cost actually? Because I do not know.
So when you did pay them, they did took this particular task. It was heavy for you. It was 700 per person.
It's roughly about 700 gold per person.
Hmm.
I don't wish to. If I'm looking for exactly what I'm looking for, I'm willing to pay almost any price for it. There's nothing too steep.
So that is the price of a life for the High Elves. Noted.
No, it's the price of information. Price of a life varies depending on the person.
Well, it looks like what? How many died here? What
For
do they start off with? 4? 3 died. 7, 14, 21, 2100 gold for information. Hmm. Plus the fee of traumatizing one of your scouts.
you wish to break it down into simple mathematics, then you can. I don't take great pleasure in breaking down people, but things have to be broken in order for things to go forward.
Ah, nah.
I shall be
Not
right
everything
back.
has to be broken. You can just live a broken person and you'll be fine.
Oh yes, I prefer the broken psyche of a maniac telling me what needs to be broken versus not.
I'm not a broken psyche, I'm just a spare part. Like that one.
No, sorry, that was me laughing. Also, Miser has left. God has left the chat. We can all hit level 20.
Apologies.
What a fun conversation this is, because it's generally interesting.
I'm just poking at everyone.
And then someone pokes back, and it's like, "Fuck you, deception." Nah, it makes
My
sense.
character. That's only
I
my
know.
character.
I know. I'm not
I'm a
giving you shit.
guy. 27.
I'm a dude being a guy, just being a dude.
I'm here. Right, well, everyone get their food, fill up, and then have a hearty breakfast in the morning because, well, you're going to want to be all plump for when we start starving. Right?
So, as you mentioned about food, one of the bar maids comes by with a menu, which you didn't realize that it is a menu full of meat dishes.
Fucking Chef Master Fran's goal.
Jeez.
I see fucking honey roast, and my mind just immediately goes to fucking a meme.
You know, someday I'm gonna make a palico.
Please don't.
Tabaxi with the chef feet.
But I hate you so much. Fucking
Take
die.
a couple levels in monks so you can be Meow's
Oh,
king
hell
chef.
Or just a rogue, just so you don't have to burn through key.
Okay, cheapest one. I'm taking the chicken.
Take the filet mignon with bacon.
Yeah, chicken sounds nice.
Yep. So, upon getting the orders, you get your
Sirloin,
meals.
rare.
You might as well have it squealing on the way there.
Can I?
Can he?
I
I don't want a
nothing is-
pig running through this whole thing.
It won't be. It's a cow.
Actually, Sorry, my brain just shut off for a minute because my brain thought. Sirloin, for some reason, my brain processed pigs because he said squealing, and cows don't squeal.
Oh, that's why I said it.
Okay.
You see
It
the
threw me off
barmaid
for a
looking
minute.
very confused, and she just says, "You wish for your cut rare, yes?
Yes.
Very well. Nothing is beyond the skill of the chef master Franz Gold.
No name. Must mean he's good.
Well, of course, he was personally hired and brought here by the proprietress, and she gestures her hand over to this direction.
Ah.
And was also chosen by the guild master,
Hmm.
or head of the guild.
Interesting. Just hold chicken for me.
Very well. Anything particularly added, or just the chicken?
Ah, just the chicken.
Very well.
Actually, a glass of whiskey too.
The sirloin as well.
She nods as she moves on.
Rare.
Hey, you too. Is it a dragon thing?
No.
Oh, it's just a...
Well known by most medical people that a rare steak or raw is better for digestion.
Ah. I don't mind. I'll be fine. I don't think I can have my chicken rare.
Not bad.
Unless you prefer to have it clucking on the table.
Well,
No,
rather
chicken
not.
easy diseased.
Hmm.
Looking.
Sounds like we have some sous chefs around us.
No, just someone who knows how to handle meats and foods and logistics.
Mm.
When you're on the ocean long enough, you have to know these things.
Do you use that pickup line often?
Hmm?
Nothing.
Oh, you want to hear a pickup line?
Ooh. Stabbing pot? Ready.
I've always asked this. I had this question I've heard.
Mm.
Do your horns get longer the more dick you suck? Because you're
Actually,
quite long, and I can tell you're very good at it.
one of my horns has actually got cut off a while ago, but sure.
Oh, I'm sure it'll grow back the more you do.
Maybe. I'll have to ask one of my tiefling friends.
All right, so the food will arrive. It is exactly how you requested it to be.
At least probably be the last time I eat like this in a long time.
Ah, chicken. Let's see if my horn grows. No, I don't think it did.
That's not the cock I think she was referring to.
Which one was it?
You'll find out soon enough. Or maybe
By
you
the
do now
way-
and you cling down.
By the way, all of you, please roll me a Constitution saving throw.
What?
Fuck.
The
Man.
chicken.
Back in the house.
Corey's back in the head.
What kind of chef is this?
Okay, so
Oh, I'm gonna fucking die.
The one with the lowest con score rolls the highest. Bless.
Mile.
I will say this. So, oh man, I'm gonna laugh. So, the food is delicious. It is exactly how you picture it to be. Retta, as you eat this, memories come flooding back to your distant past when you didn't have to deal with certain problems that has caused your life to become into a turmoil. At Aria, you're reminded of less hectic times of these especially coming into the
Mic off.
wildlands and having absolutely no access to your garden of the stars and everything that you needed back in the mainland. Syndra, it brings you back memories of being around with your crew, celebrating a fine victory, especially dealing with slavers and other issues that would have mostly driven anybody else mad. Sign.
Mm.
You remember some good times with this when you're not dealing with issues that befuddle the mind, especially your own. Simpler things, simpler luxuries and addictions.
Hmm.
And Retta and Adaria, you're both stuck within these particular memories that you almost forget to finish eating, while Syndra and Sign, you continue eating and you enjoy this good, delicious food. And notice that your compatriots are kind of staring off into the skies or into the void.
Makes sense, actually.
Sin just kind of sits there and under her breath. You're all going to get me killed, aren't you?
My God.
Hmm. From one sin to another.
The lady here looks at you all and says, I do hope that the Chef Master Franz Gold's food is to your liking.
It looks like it.
I mean, it was quite delicious for me, but it appears for our friends they have gone into. Well, I think our friends are broken.
Early onset food coma. I've only seen rare cases like this before.
It happens quite often, and she points over to an individual that is eating quite literally 3 very larger pounds of steak. That one has been consuming quite a lot of a friend's goal's sirloin.
Ah, no judgment here. Fine.
I was a little surprised when she asked Blue. Hmm. Anyway, please enjoy, and as you may know, everything is been handled, give or take. I believe the proprietress, she points over to that direction, may have some words for you, but enjoy. She just nods and
Cheers.
continues heading out.
Right. Well, I'd say that was quite a filling meal. Yeah, hello, you two.
Hmm?
Hmm?
Sorry, what?
Join yourself.
Yes.
Ah, good.
Thank you for the back massage, Cinder. I don't think it's that time yet, personally.
Oh, it was going to be a full-on.
I know it was, but I'm playing it off. That's fucking
It
amazing.
probably was like, you just came out of it just in time as the hand just kind of went over your head. Kind of thing. Then Sin just like, damn it.
You're going to kill me. Please do it
Oh.
quickly.
No, I just wanted to make sure you were still with us.
I like when this happened. You guys just saw Retta's ears, just like the radar dishes are swirling, like just twitching from every direction.
Oh, he's in search mode.
Well, did she really wish to make sure I was okay? F. I really wish to know.
What?
Inside Cinder to see if she really wished to check if I was okay with that really bad strength roll.
I mean, you both can roll for it.
I know, I did. I was waiting for a Moogle. I just.
Maybe GM rolled.
No.
Sorry, I somebody
worries.
walked in the room. What?
No, fair.
I'm inciting if you really did wish to have my best interests at heart and make sure I was okay. I rolled an insight.
And that's up to you, Moogle.
Sin doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, I figured.
So,
It was
with that,
entirely vengeance.
yeah. So, Adaria, you could definitely tell that that massage had a lot of force behind it.
I mean, it wasn't going to be just a gentle, like, wake the fuck up slap.
Oh, I know. It's gonna be a full-on eat shit and die slap.
It was the hand with the rings.
As
That-
Retta finished working on the armor and doing general maintenance on his blades.
Yep.
Oh,
All
yeah.
fitted and pretty over there.
That's actually one thing I need to ask before we go, or rather grab something. I need some chef's tools, so I could at least cook us some meals that might be less poisonous than what we might encounter on the trails.
Sure. I'm gonna go get more whiskey. Anyone want a glass?
No, I'm going to go find a place to become unconscious.
Sure.
You can-
Did you not buy yourself lodging?
No.
You can borrow my room. I'm going to go out for a night walk for a little bit, so I don't need as much sleep as I should.
Ah. Well, in that case, I'll see you tomorrow.
I was with the brothers.
Yes, you've grown quite a bond with them. You always like that.
Those who spill blood with me or become somewhat near family, yes. You
Hmm.
all will earn the same respect.
So that's fair, that's fair. I was just wondering. Like I said, I pick at brains.
Brains are usually the best part. And as he walks past you,
Oh. Never tried it.
Actually, no, I'll head out for the night stroll. I'll
Um,
buy some cooking utensils.
does Sindra Gallos want to drink as well? I asked if anyone would like a glass of whiskey.
No, I'm going to bed.
You know what? Oh, I should do this. Oh, yeah, I should. Okay, hey, Miser.
Yes.
What's the top shelf whiskey they got?
The last order.
Okay, how much is that? The bottle?
More than you got.
Yeah,
Probably
lot.
more than I got.
It is. I will. Let me just get to the character who has it.
Oh, Mac. It
Now look at
is
now look at the
50
very
gold.
Let me just...
That is-
Fuck!
a
And it's
glass.
That is.
24
By the way, it's 50 gold per shot.
Oh, dear lord. Well, that also makes sense.
Who do I have to kill to get that bottle?
A dragon.
So,
Hey, we have 2 of those in the party, so
Listen.
take your pick.
I
so
will
as
go-
you ask this to Maxim, and he says, "Well, if you wanna kill the current champion, I'll tell you right now, it was some green skin motherfucker who drank
Oh,
4 of
fuck that.
these, and then passed out on the 5th one. He didn't wake up for 4 days.
Damn.
Thought he died, but if you really want to have the, I'll tell you right now, it's about 500 gold for the entire bottle.
Painful.
Oh, no. That's what we're getting paid.
Well, I'll be back for that some other time.
I'll reserve you a seat, buddy.
Reserve me the whole bottle.
I
Uh,
will.
In the meantime, how much is a bottle of Angel's Tears?
Kind of looks over. 25 gold for a bottle.
Fuck me, what's the cheapest one you have?
These are all fine quality liquor, unless you want to have the cheaper stuff like well, the copper ones would be about.
Just a bottle of something for the road.
So you like vodka, ale, mead, simple
Yep.
wine,
Whiskey? Something to sip on.
whiskey.
Mic off.
5 gold for a whole bottle.
Fuck me. Well,
Sorry, I'm a married man, so.
no, haha, ha ha ha. Hilarious. That's 2 dick jokes in one day. I think I've had enough dick jokes for tonight. Oh god, don't make it 3. Right, well, I'll be back some other time for that then. I'm gonna have to go, find a penny or 2. Cheers. Actually,
Gotta go.
give me a
Mic
glass on the way.
on.
Angel Tears. Oh my god, I'm gonna go broke by the end of this. I already am
Very
broke.
Mic off.
Here you go.
Thanks. Just something to sip on. Cheers.
The next morning, Sin would like to buy you some bottles of rum,
Mic
but probably
on.
not from here because she's not going to buy them from a bar.
Oh, you guys need some ASMR real quick?
Oh god.
Is that a bottle opening ASMR?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Mic off.
Alright, do it.
Mic on.
See if I can make it loud enough.
Please.
Jeebus about to
I don't know.
fucking
I don't know.
pop
If it,
up.
I don't know if it was loud enough.
Jeebus about to peek the mic. I kind of hear the cap.
Yeah.
Mic off.
A little bit.
Mic on.
All right. So you encounter. So as you go to the front entrance, you see the particular proprietress.
Mic off.
Says, you have returned. She looks over to you, Sindra.
The waitress said you wished to speak.
Yes, your particular ally or compatriot has left you a note. Apparently, she has found some sort of clue or something. Says it is in the room.
Oh,
But
thank you.
that is all. I made sure that the room has not been reoccupied until you have returned, since she had the utmost confidence that you would come back.
Charging battery. Mic
Oh,
on.
yes, yes.
Are these also your
Charge complete.
roommates? She points her pen that she's writing on a looks to be like a quill, and she's pointing the direction toward Retta and now towards Sign.
The one and only.
Sin, it's kind of one of those things where, they're behind her, and it's just, she kind of gives that, like, eye roll sigh of, like,
Shit eating grin.
as they're doing something stupid in the background.
There's a glass
just
of whiskey
fucking
in one
standing
hand and a cigarette in the other one. Just like, you.
Sounded like
Reddit has
hello.
this tendency to just walk up to next to people and just stay quiet, but all you see, like, out of the corner of your eye is just two peaks of his ears.
No, I'm
Yes,
enjoying
Mr.
myself.
Blue Scales here will
there you
be.
go. That is who's looking at you guys.
Ah, yes, Giraffe Neck has returned.
To kill you.
Sin kind of looks at Retta, gives him that look like, don't fuck this up, and is like, yes, Mr. Blue Scales will be staying with me since my other roommate has gone on.
Very well.
Okay.
She just goes under the places her hand on the desk as she procures out 2 keys. Here you are.
I think Sin had her key already. Yeah.
She places it there, and you can see that she is still looking, without even rolling perception. She is still looking directly at Sign.
Oh, no room for me. Thank you.
Ah, I see. And then she removes one of the keys and puts it back under the desk. Enjoy your
Oh,
evening. Rest well.
Scales.
And she looks over to you, Retta, and it says, "May you have a safe journey, as my husband has seemed to have taken an interest in you."
Yes. Tell him once again thank you, and that I do not forget my debts.
She gives a polite bow to you.
Well, guess it's just me, myself, and I. I'm gonna go piss off the other lady. I'm gonna go try and find my high elf.
Very well. So before that happens, Sign, Adaria, you're
No.
stepping outside. What are you doing exactly? Well,
So this is probably like a common thing that she would do, since with her background and everything, and she just goes for a late night stroll because she doesn't need as much sleep as some of the other beings. So she kind of just walks around town, and just kind of gets a lay of the land. Probably been doing it ever since she sent her scout out, just to understand how a lot of this town works. I don't really have too much planned, so it can be just short and sweet, just character
All right.
thing.
so as you're stepping out and you brush past this particular gentleman, just basically lifts and tops his hat towards you. Enjoying the night skies, madame.
It's been a habit of mine ever since I was a little girl. They always seem to interest me and tell stories that words seem to escape.
Hmm. Yes, well, the turns and weaving of fate is quite an odd thing. They say that the stars can read one's fortune, or, well, determine another's fate.
Well, what do you believe rather than what others say? She's kind of looking at him as she's starting to light up her pipe.
I believe one's fate must be decided by one's own hands, and not be left to some, what you say,
Mic off.
deities, fate, chance. No, 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 no. One must make their own particular luck. It's one thing to be lucky, but it's another one you can, as he says, as he presents a set of cards and starts shuffling them around, stack the favors into what you want.
Hmm. So the opposition of being fair and rather just stacking the odds. Seems like everyone seems against it.
But that is how it is. Especially those who have a pursuit for power, for ambition.
Those
Hmm.
are two very distinctively different things depending on how you look at it.
True, true. I seem to get a feeling that you lack such ambitions. Or rather, your ambitions are different from those that I've encountered before.
You're referring to the high elves because their hierarchy generally annoys the shit out of me.
Hardly, no. Madame, I never once discriminate those by their race. No, no. I judge those by their actions, by their. He wiggles his fingers a little bit as he's messing around with the cards in his hands. By the weight of their soul. You are an odd one. Shining, yes, but flickering at times here and there. I cannot help but feel that your ambitions are not weighed down by the greed of others, or such like others I have encountered before.
Is it wrong to simply wish to do something out of the kindness of one's heart?
No, it is not wrong. For what is wrong and what is right in this, well, twisted world. That being said, it is a rare commodity. One that might just be hmm, more valuable than platinum or a king's ransom. Allow me to introduce myself. I have no true name to go by, but you may call me the Weaver of Fate.
Adoria Nebularis. At least that's the name I've chosen for myself. My real name has died long ago with who I was.
But what exactly is a name? Is it one that you are born with? One that you claim for yourself? Or is it one that others know you as? That is for the stories to decide. Well, however your story rolls or unfolds, well, it may be behooving of me to wish one luck. But alas, I cannot quite influence things here as I usually do in my estate back at home. But luck, I wish you indeed. With that, he passes you one card.
Do I have to roll anything for it, or you just gonna send me an image then for later?
I will send you an image for it later, but
Got
you
it.
may roll me a Arcana.
Holy shit.
He hands you not a card from a plain deck, but a tarot card that looks like a
God damn it.
something of, or rather, I'll just tell you, it is the Devil Arcana. And he walks away.
Wonder if he
As
was
he,
related to Sign by some chance. That's more so under a breath when he's walking away.
yeah, as he does so, he takes
vanish. And as that happens, Sign can quickly. You're seeing a fashionable gentleman leave.
Do I like his vibes?
I don't know. Do you
Vibe.
like his vibes?
Is he chilling though?
Well, what do I feel? Nothing.
Roll, you may roll me something.
Mm. Hate
Gotta-
it.
He's got a fashionable taste. He's got quite a fashion taste.
Fuck him. Well, anyways. Found my high elf. Yoo-hoo!
Yes.
Ah, there you are. Sorry, I was getting quite lonely. They all went to bed. Ah,
So do you wish to accompany me on my evening stroll then? Because you may need more sleep than I.
no, I need none. Come on! I'm a lonely old man. Let me have my fun. So, nice weather we're having.
It's literally, it is clear as day. You don't really mix small talk when you're not mixing intricate conversations, do you?
Well, I barely get the chance to.
Why is that?
Hmm, no particular reason.
Not a fan of keeping many friends with a cracked head, no.
It's not my choice.
Choice of someone else then.
Nah, no one's choice, really.
Let me guess, it's the world's choice and fate lets it decide and just a cog in the machine.
Oh, the world has no say in me. I'm the exception. Which is why I'm so exceptional, hmm?
She just kind of rolled her eyes. There's like a slight laugh for a second, but then it's still like the shut the fuck up kind of roll your eyes.
Shit-eating grin.
Well, it's more rather interesting than most people I work with, at least.
Hmm?
Though I am afraid that out of everyone, you're the least likely to stab me in the back.
Eh. Well, I would say I'm the least likely to stab you in the back. I could use a friend or two. But, just keep your distance, that's all. You'll be fine. We're acquaintances. Nothing more.
Or you could just prefer the term work relations.
Sure. Just, I don't know. You'll be fine. Like I said, keep your distance. I don't want you getting
Why?
hurt after all.
Is my skin going to start falling off too? Am I going to be like your special tieflings?
Oh, it just wears off after a while. You actually start to see the skin rapidly heal again and almost go back to an immediate normal state.
What exactly are you?
Hmm? Like I said, I'm an exception. A spare part.
Spare part that likes to fix itself. Seems less of a spare and more like the authentic deal.
Well, it's not like they can say anything about it.
They?
The world!
Ah.
I am quite tired, though.
Yes.
Healing like that is not really, healthy. Turns out. The irony, right?
Oh yes, the irony of one's face flecking off isn't healthy, but healing it is. Or bleh. Reverse it. I know what I was trying to say, my brain just didn't.
Well, it's the best we can do. Like I said, it's a skin condition. It wears off over time. It's just a overnight thing. And the clock strikes, see? And then click my clock again.
Okay.
Can I?
Couple changes here and
Would it be a
there.
perception or investigation to look at the watch, or are you trying to hide it? Because I'm just curious.
Oh, I always click this watch, so you can do whatever.
Okay, I just want to make sure because I just want to look at the design more than anything. Cool, it's a design.
Cool.
It has
It's very-
design.
It's
It's
very
the watch.
it's very fancy. But that's all you can get.
It is
Yeah.
weird. That's probably the best way to describe it.
Okay, it's
If you
weird
could
and
glimpse
it's
at it,
fancy.
you'd be real fucking confused.
As it is, it's very fancy.
Yeep. Never seen something quite like it, even where in my neck of the woods when I was in, I'd say, higher planes, but
No one has. It's a one of a kind. Well, it's
is
one
it
of my
another
kind.
spare, much like you?
I wouldn't say so. A friend gave it to me.
I thought you didn't have many of those.
Every man has a friend in himself.
Wait, is that... Never mind, I'm not going to look too deeply into that. Not yet.
Best you not.
So you care for me with my... on a walk then? Stars are out and it's at least not relaxing for once.
Well, I suppose someone from the star spawn would like stars, right?
Oh, you misinterpret what exactly the star spawn on versus my general acknowledgement of them. Those who believe in the cult of the star spawn believe in the coming of another god of the outer planes, so much
Yes,
so
I
that
love it.
I personally just wish to dabble in what lies above the stars and the stories they tell. Once it got a little bit weird, I personally wish to discontinue myself with the cult because I would not wish to deal with the outer planes and all their wacky bullshit.
Well, yes, the star spawn are a bit extreme. They do come from the far realms of, well, chaos. They can be like that.
Yes, that's why I can now understand why my nobility and all my titles were dropped on looking at any interest with them.
I wouldn't look at the titles. All the nobility titles, skin, race, we're all big bags of flesh that can spew out meaty words, and big mouthy words become other things. You've been through the whole shebang, I've said it a million times.
Yes, but that doesn't mean we're all worthless people, even if where we come from.
Exactly. We're all not worthless, so why treat people differently? Me
That's
and
just
you are both able to be stabbed, shot, set on fire, exploded, inverted. We
don't
all
think I've ever been.
die the same way. Come on, I think you should really give the other one a chance. Though it's what you call a half-breed, I think two people fucking shouldn't be the source of all insults.
It's not really an insult, it's more so what
I
she
know, a
is.
long-aging historical hierarchy thing amongst the races and all that, yeah, blah blah blah. Doesn't quite matter. I mean, think of it.
You're
You have the same
looking at
brain
it
as her, right?
you're looking at it through the wrong grain of or the wrong glass. She is still a half-breed, no matter which way you slice it, racist or not. Though it may be demeaning in some ways, I wouldn't see it as such. But again, that's my point of view versus hers.
Sure. My point of view is just, although I may be looking through the wrong glass, every glass is, well, made of glass. So in the end, it's all the same. Big meaty bags.
Perhaps. Though she's still going to probably stab me in the neck or something
I'd
at some
love to
point.
see her try. No, like, genuinely, I love watching fights. It's amazing. You and you guys were fighting before. Holy shit, you clocked her. Where did she go? She went to another dimension. I even had to ask myself, where did she go? He said, I don't know.
Yes, it's been a while since I've dabbled with this. Though, maybe one day I'll return to some of my other forms of magic that some of the druids taught me during my nobility. Though, that's more long forgotten than anything.
A lot of things are forgotten. I understand that.
Yes, it was how they tried to, as they say, curve my interest in the stars. A certain particular circle wished to teach me about them.
I get that. Don't forget things. It's always good to remember.
Oh, perhaps at some point I will. But for
You
now,
know, just believe. Don't forget, please.
she just kind of laughed. For now, as much as I would enjoy an evening walk, or I'm assuming we were just walking and talking the whole time going around town.
Probably.
Yeah.
I'm just sipping
Yeah.
my glass and smoking as usual.
Yeah, so
I'm
as
just
that's
smoking.
happening,
Okay.
let's move the scene toward Syndra and Retta. If you guys have any words to exchange before Retta goes to his cat slumber. Or what is Syndra doing as she meditates? What are you thinking about?
Honestly, Sin doesn't think about anything. She just clears her mind and just
Mic on.
it's to her it's a mechanical way of like blotting everything out. Just actually, she's probably like more hyper aware than anything. Like, yeah, she's asleep, but like at the same time, it's her training herself not to have any thoughts, so that if she hears any like doors or anything creak open, like she just she's there, light sleeper, I guess you could say for a Delph.
Okay, so Retta, charisma saving throw, please.
Yes, sir.
And that's how Sin died.
Head empty.
Again.
I
11.
forget the meme. It's head empty, full of
11.
whatever.
Oh, let me just
No
grab
thoughts.
this.
Head empty.
Thank you. That's what I was thinking of when Cinder was talking.
I'm just gonna send you some. Oh, by the way, Adaria, you do have something in the treasure now given to you.
Oh dear lord, I am fearful. Why is it every time I get all? I think I gotten this card like 3 times. In time.
So, Retta, as you rest and you immediately go to sleep, surprisingly faster than perhaps due to being walled and chained for 2 months at a wall and being deprived of proper sustenance. You sleep cozily on this bed, and as you do, memories seep long ago, not forgotten, not buried, still very much burning in your heart. And they start to become very livid, very vivid, I should say.
So, Sin, the first thing, yes, your Sin. The first thing you begin to hear is the sheets being crinkled in his grip, and the clicking of his metal and bone teeth, as it sounds like he might be mouthing words, but with his mouth shape, you really can't tell what he's saying. And then by the time, if you actually do open your eyes and look at him, his eyes are actually wide open, and just like as you saw him while he was fighting, they are just slits, and his brow is so furrowed. He just looks like he's staring directly into your soul. He's no, 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 don't take them.
Sin having like seen a lot of, she probably knows this kind of scenario and is just like, at that stage she probably just keeps an eye on him to make sure he doesn't go crazy and try to kill someone or anything. She just stays quiet and sits there.
Retta, I need you to roll me roll me a history check.
21.
Oh, ooh, okay. So, as your nightmare progresses, unusually so, perhaps maybe because you have found a slight form of comfort, something that has been denied to you many, many times before, especially after such incidents that had happened in your life. The nightmare that you're dealing with is far more vivid, and what you had once recall of the figures responsible, you get a better, clear look at them now. And from what you recall, you thought that perhaps they had done these things to you willingly, almost gleefully. But you get a better look at them. Their eyes are soulless, lifeless, almost automaton. Yet, the one behind it, the one that has been responsible for this particular nightmare, is very much lively.
Like, he'll probably actually wake up in the middle of the night, and I'm just gonna yell peak warning. And his eye, as you see him blink, and his like he takes a second, and you just hear him yell Retta! Fuck.
Sin's just sitting there, and she just looks at him. Well, I'm glad you remember your name.
Huh? Yes. Yes.
She kind of does this, like, she kind of closes her eyes and does this, like, really deep sigh. I'm not usually the one who does this, but do you need to talk about it?
No. I need to find Dominguez. One thing I would ask, you seem to cast spells the same way he would. How would I render you completely useless for future, for the future?
She just stares, like, I guess that's an inside one for her.
Yes.
She is like, that's a threat, buddy. Ah, dang it, my character sheet did that thing again.
Shall I take the reins for this one, or will you say it, Jeebus?
To be honest, he's looking because if you remember right, because he was actually on your ship, Ed is a wizard just like you are. So he's looking for how do you shut down a wizard and make them suffer the most, which would be take away their magic forever. That's what he's looking for. He doesn't. He trusts you. He slept next to you. Like, for him, that's.
She takes in a deep breath after realizing it's from a point of trust. First of all, you ever try this on me? I will make you suffer far worse. But, depending, and hopefully he's not some kind of psionic, you take their hands, you take their tongue. That's most of it. The simple thing would be to steal his arcane focus, any wands, staves, spell books, depending on his school. Or, worst case, trap him in a room with a beholder and let it do the work.
We have a common enemy in this man. He may have swindled you, but this is something I will keep in mind.
He cost a lot of lives of people I trust.
In
I don't think
my
I deserve him enough.
history, there was only one that I trusted, and then I met this group, and he took them all. I want to take everything from him. I do not want to kill him. I want to make him suffer as I do. Night by night. Day by day.
Well, I'm not going to stop you, but I would like to get my revenge first. But I'm not going to take the kill from you. You clearly have a more personal scenario Don't get me wrong, this is very personal for me. And I want to watch him suffer.
This is why I say death is too easy for him.
Well, I guess the only thing we have to worry about is others getting in our way.
Yes, hopefully that elven one does not think she is above us to stop this. She seems to think highly of herself. And the horned one, he confuses me. I do not like being confused.
At this point, they're either assets or liabilities. But nonetheless, worst case, we only have to outrun them. You should get more sleep. It's going to be a hot day tomorrow.
I usually sleep better after the first one. I apologize for waking you.
I'm always awake. And I imagine, like, this is that moment where, like, she kind of reaches up and puts out the candle, and it's just these two purple eyes staring at him for a second, in the dark.
Yeah, and not growing up with a bed or literally ever using a bed, but sleeping on many rocks, he just curls up and puts his head on his tail and tries to go back to sleep.
Which you do.
You did
Yeah,
say,
it's just-
not to miss it, but you said that Ariazel had left a note.
Yes. There is a note, and the note is very simple. She has found a particular lead which will take her to Stormforge. She'll be going with hiding with
Mic off.
a venturing group to see where this particular lead follows. But she will be back within a week, give or take.
Sin just kind of under her breath, so this was probably like retcon back to like the beginning when they walked in the room. She's just like, that's why she's the second.
Mic on.
One thing, as he does doff his armor, on his left shoulder, there's actually a bald spot where there are no scales. On the back, probably where he couldn't reach. That's really the only thing you notice after he takes off his armor.
I guess I don't know. Give me a second here. Let me roll something real quick. She probably would have said something like, "Is that just general chafing, or did they just take them from you?"
Scales are a coveted thing for magical potions.
I once had someone try to take mine with a pair of pliers.
I understand this. They go back a couple times, but they slowly realize that they do not after the 5th or 7th time. Just depending on the scale.
I was 5 years old.
I was young as well. My first outing into the human world.
Oh, I think that's good for us.
Yep. Two dark pasts just sitting there not wanting to say much.
There is that particular silence.
So we have like moral quandaries on one end, and like, okay, so we're just both fucked, right? And we're gonna.
So the night ends. You each return or continue wandering through the streets of the port city of Menzato. Some of you revealing a little bit more of yourselves to your new wayward traveling companions, if only temporarily. And the day, or rather the night, moves on to day. And upon awakening for each of you, Mila Soren has a small pack for each of you, and within it contains the following items. So it's all the same for all of you, but there is 20 rations, and 1 hemp rope.
It's in a 50-foot length.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, as well as an extra bedroll.
Fancy.
So she simply states, standard stuff. I'm sure there are plenty other things, but considering that my husband has given quite an interest, as well as we are hoping that at least more of our adventurers do come back eventually. Maybe a little help on having you all come back alive.
I thank you.
Just a slight nod. And we should now move you all to the plaza, as Mila Soren says. I suppose your caravan will be waiting at the plaza. And you're all up here.
Yeah, yeah.
So-
Yeah.
It is morning, roughly 8:15, 8:30 in the morning. The sun is rising, and as you begin to walk down, you do see a very large cart, flashy looking cart with notable plants, herbs, and some of you may roll me perception for sniffing.
Ooh,
I
smithing.
mean, it would make sense for me considering my background.
Fucking
Yes.
no clue, but
Could I?
closest I've ever been to smithing is making my horn sharper.
So, currently, Retta and Adaria, you definitely smell what could possibly be animals of, or rather, animal meat, dried, smoked, salted, along with various spices and herbs. And you do see this individual sitting.
Oh,
She
Retta
is
has no
talking.
social boundaries.
Hello!
Our party has no social boundaries. What do you mean?
It's fucking.
Fucking walk up and like, yo, what's up, dude? I'm here for
Howdy.
your crop.
So she looks over to you. So this is definitely a stern-looking woman, but the first thing she says, like, about time you all showed up. I was starting to wonder if I had to bribe some guards or other people to show up and help me with the escort mission.
What time was that supposed to happen? 8 o'clock, right? What time is it?
You're 15 minutes late, sweetheart.
Yeah, it's my clock. It's backwards. Sorry.
I suppose.
Oh, look, it is. It's not.
Right,
Sorry,
right.
the addicts had to get their fix.
Ah,
Oh,
so
I have
you
my
must be
fix
the
right here.
sensible one. Good to meet you. I am Piku Muchala. Nice to meet you all. Handling of meats and particular, well, actually I handle minerals, but some things have been happening. Not quite the cart that I'll be using, since I had to exchange and swap with another individual, but I am the one who handles minerals and metal ores for everyone.
Another interesting card for an individual. Wonder why he put so many, or why they put so many flowers on it.
It's not mine, actually. It belongs to another.
Well, whoever they are, they have at least a decent taste in the finery of forestry.
Hmm, I suppose I'll be using it to ship a few crates of ingots and other materials. My compatriot, who's taking food supplies to Stormforge, assures me that most creatures would ignore the cart so long as it smells something that is either too appetizing or unappetizing. The spices is supposed to deter them. I'm not quite sure.
Well, should we not be off then? Do you at least anticipate this being a wild ride for a while, so might as well be off with it, even if we are a tad late, thanks to some others. And she's just kind of looking at everyone.
What?
How many times did I have to tell you stop trying to buy cigarettes every 5 seconds?
I did it. I had to take a piss. I have 600. Actually, wait. No, 599. We're down, boys. We're down.
Would Red have been able to find that?
Oh, the
Good.
try to find with
Live
the roll
hand.
me a
A live hand.
investigation. Yeah, roll me an investigation.
How
God.
much
9.
from?
You look around. The smell is decepting, but you are quite certain there is no live animals here. If anything, the smell was just meant to confuse, which is odd because you see about 30 large crates, and you definitely notice that it is quite heavy.
Oh, like around town to purchase for
Oh,
like
around
eggs.
town. Oh, that. Okay, I misunderstood that one.
Yeah,
Yes, you'll have no problems handling that. In fact, you will probably run into the other merchant who is willing to sell you a particular animal.
I know this might be weird to ask, and
Yes.
might not be able to have it. Would I have been able to grab some general cooking utensils before heading
Yes,
off? Okay,
you can do
I'll
that.
just.
Everyone who wishes
How much?
to
How much would it cost? I could just take my gold out now, real quick.
regular cooking utensils, just I think check on the
They're probably like 10. I might not have enough.
and for the whole cooking set, probably just throw in like for 5 gold or the whole
Okay.
utensil set.
I love how I forgot to type in 5e, so I get the Amazon search bar of cooking utensils. Thanks, I
As
needed that
for,
spatula.
Oh, for Syndra, okay, for the 5 bottles.
Oh, they have a DC for. Oh, they're only 1 gold piece. Never mind. I thought they were a lot
Yeah,
pricier.
no.
Okay, so
Those are
that'll be
cheap. I mean, you're talking. Someone has. You have to be able to afford them, you know.
That's true, I guess.
all right. So for the rum,
Take 1
yeah,
gold
for the
out.
5 bottles, you'll just have to pay 5 gold for all of them. Actually, no,
Okay.
excuse me. My mistake. Not 5 gold. It's supposed to be uh 5 silver for each of them. So that would be 2 gold and 5 silver.
Okay.
Damn shame they didn't sell an astrolabe here. Though those are pretty hard to come by.
Bless you.
No, it's a thing for looking at the stars and marking off navigations and different things.
There's a friend who did that. Acquaintance, really.
Alright, so as soon as you're all ready, we'll be heading out. It will be sadly a 7-day travel through the path. We will be going through we'll be brushing close to the Devil Teeth mountain and then into the flatlands and brushing slightly with the savage jungle. I kind of want to hope we don't have to deal with that much trouble. Well, heading on now. Go get your things. She kind of just makes the motions of go and then come back.
So that would have just been like us buying our stuff.
Yeah, how much was
Yes.
chicken?
Oh, the chicken. For one hen, it's only 5 silver.
Okay, cool.
It's not bad.
Until
And
you're
I-
5'2".
I'm gonna just go out on a limb and say finding an astrolabe is very fucking hard considering.
Yeah, for that one
Can't
you'll need to
afford
roll.
those.
You
Yeah.
will need to roll me investigation.
All right. I can imagine considering what it is. Because,
Yes.
like, I actually did research study what the fucking astrolabe is instead of just talking out of my ass. And goddamn, they're fucking nuts. Yeah, no.
Nope. No luck. As
least-
far as your surprise, or rather not surprise, when you explain this item to people, they just look at you very funny, very confused, and they're
So it's
very
like a
clear they don't know.
sextant with a telescope, but instead it's more like a handheld watch that uses you to track the star. You know, I might as well just be better off trying to bastard one or.
I'm quite sorry, but I don't know what you're talking about, ma'am.
Yes, it's a very rather rare item to begin with. I just didn't know if anything had reached the ports, and I do apologize for that.
Do you have a sextant?
Shut up, Axel.
Said a sextant.
I know what a sextant is.
We all know what a
know
sextant
what-
is, but we're all
We all
also
know.
idiots.
Also sign.
Sex.
One more.
I love how nobody's questioned that Kobold with a chicken.
We need food, and no
I
one
did
gives a
funny.
fuck enough to stop him.
I have rations. I'm golden.
I mean, nobody's questioning the chicken thing. I mean,
Yeah, like that's actually the normal thing out of all of these, which is
you know,
the
no, I
sad
have no
thing.
questions. It's just like, you know what? Maybe Retta found love. I don't care.
Yeah, maybe he wants. I'm waiting for Sign to make a joke about something with a chicken, and I'm already ready for it.
So by the way,
Thank
so Retta,
It is a
the
hen.
chicken, yeah, the hen and the feed all together is 5 silver, and you have enough feed to feed the chicken for 3 days.
Oh.
Oh well, that'll get us mostly to there, unless we're gonna result into chicken cannibalism.
I'm sure we should find something to feed her on the way.
Yes, we have to be careful. As for what my friend, as much as I'd like to have an astrolabe, but it seems very rare, sextant will do for the time being.
You see some of these other
You want me to roll for a
Merchants.
sextant?
no, they have to because they may not know.
Holy, well,
Oh, wow.
I guess 2 of them know what a sextant.
2 of them was like, oh, yes, we don't have much supply of those things. Not really in demand.
I can imagine, since most people want to travel by sea, and usually sextants are more for the ocean.
Yes. I don't know why you wanted such a thing, but
Because they're still capable of being used on land. They're just not capable.
Hence why I had asked for an astrolabe, but as we have already gone in this circle and song
Yeah,
the
Sid
dead,
just kind of turns, and does that, that back and forth, like,
just like I know what this
astrolabes
fucking
for
thing
days,
is.
I see.
Oh yes, the rich noble bitch wants an astrolabe. What? This is not our common sextant. Ew.
oh dear.
There we go. There's the
Siggy's booze and food. Thanks.
Could someone give me the proper spelling of that because I keep spelling it wrong?
It's
It's navigator's tools is what I'm looking for.
yeah, they're just navigator's tools, but
Yeah, there we go.
realistically, like for actual like context, an astrolabe is generally better than a sextant.
Oh yeah,
but it's
no
also
question. No question asked. I do know that an astrolabe would be better, but
yeah,
it's just like
because
well,
astrolabes
they don't have.
if they don't have sophistication, they have little telescope with measuring stick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just checking on a few things.
Do you need me to spell astrolabe for you too? Because that's a word and a half.
No, not really. I just
Okay.
needed that. I just needed that item, and as soon as I got everything else I needed.
Interesting case.
What's up?
They actually had to use a sextant to do an area of land in, I think it was Michigan, because it was so heavy in magnetite that nobody could use any other method of mapping out the area.
That's actually hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
So this random merchant looks at you and is like, "Well, I can sell this to you for 2 gold."
Oh, that'll be a fair price.
Excellent.
Please tell me it's like the most dingiest looking one, like the glass is like chipped near the telescope.
Roll me a d20.
Yes, good. I hope it's absolutely shit.
Oh god.
Damn it, it's average.
It is
It's
average.
perfectly average. Balanced
God,
is all things should
that was
be.
the one time I wanted a 1 because that would have been fucking amazing.
And he's just this this merchant says, "Yes, we don't really have a lot of them, so low supply. I mean, high supply, low demand. So
Yes, I understand. I'll take it for now.
excellent."
I'll hand him the 2 gold, and I will minus that off my sheet and just put navigation tools as well, because
Yes.
now I can actually roll all my cool tools that I have.
Had to make sure I spelled it right because I was like, "Wait, am I spelling it wrong?"
What, navigation tools or sextant?
The sextant. I was like, "Am I spelling this thing wrong?
It's-
Why am I not finding it?"
It's exactly how it's
sex-
spelled.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's phonetically the way it sounds. Or phonetically. I just literally just said the same thing twice. My brain is going.
We're
Yeah.
there.
Well, we're almost to
No worries.
So, as you guys are preparing, I need. Let's see. There's 4 of you. It's about. Right. So I need all of you to roll me 2d20s.
Us?
Yes.
All right.
because you
Roll
are
me 2
traveling
ones, God. Never mind.
Alright.
Jeebus!
My
Three
God.
to 2!
Damn rolling. Do you want to take those or you want me to reroll?
Reroll them.
Reroll, fuck.
Jeebus!
Jeebus, what the fuck?
Why did you have to end on a bad note?
Chicken!
Okay.
We're dying. GG's. Should I
He was
reroll now or
about to
later?
That'll be up to you if you want to re-roll them. But anyway, so
Oh, at least he's not denying it.
yeah, just give me a second to catch my breath because holy shit.
Quick time.
All right, so
It's gonna die.
Roll 2
what are-
d20s, get a total of 5.
so as you are
Smile.
traveling through the road, what will you be doing within? So give me a rough idea of what you guys. How will you be paired during the 7-day traveling through the road?
I would probably occasionally be cooking food for the others, as well as just helping with general navigation because of, let me just ping this real quick. This combined with my general scouting notes, I can get like a general idea of the landscape, at least during the nighttime.
Okay, so for that, I need you to roll me.
I can just roll my
Roll.
navigation tools.
Yeah, roll me your navigation tools at advantage.
Okay.
Because you do have the information from the scout.
Yep. This is why the one time I actually planned ahead on a character, boys. It's
Thinking
amazing.
to myself, I don't belong here.
I'm just free. Holy shit.
There we go. Okay, let me just write this down.
At least it wasn't me having to roll nav tools.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I specifically built this character to be a nav roller.
I am historically bad at navigation rolls.
I've actually only almost
you're
always.
looking to navigate.
Bad at rolls.
I am incapable.
True. But I'm especially bad at navigating, as Miser remembers.
Is this the whole Grail thing, rolling
Yeah.
to move?
Yeah.
Yeah. You move 1 square, you die.
Move 1 square in the right direction, move 7 in the wrong.
I
Okay.
don't understand.
So, gonna cut in for a bit. So, as you pass through the time of the, or at least your path through the Devil Teeth Mountains, staying mostly at the edge of it, which I will move everyone to the map now.
Woo maps.
Oh, big map.
Because you are going through the plains, and let me just get a. So. Oh, that was not supposed to be the case. Let's see. Really hate when I have to use a touch board.
I know that feeling.
good,
That
man.
was me with my laptops.
But that is your path, more or less.
Hey!
Reckless as it is, but
It's reckless, but smart. Smile.
you do cross a little bit in between the massive valley of the Frost Mountains and the Devil Teeth Mountains. Retta, it is definitely cold. At Ria, with your navigation tools, you can, especially with the notes you have gotten from your scout, you are absolutely certain that you can navigate your way back, at least through between this area, without getting lost, and especially with some of the notes mentioning about really dangerous berries.
Nice.
Now, what is everyone else doing as they are through our 7-day travel?
Redo will be hunting. Every time we stop, he'll wander off and try to see if he can catch any small game or even some larger game.
All right, roll me. Let me see something here. All right, so roll me 1 survival check at advantage because you have done this before. Lily's hunting.
11.
Oh my god.
Okay. So, in some cases, you're able to find some small game. Although the small game happens to be very large insects, which, even by your standards, are surprisingly big. One of them almost decided to have you for a snap, hunt you instead. You may roll me an attack twice.
Oh dear.
Well, most likely since I'm not at advantage, 7 and 9.
Yep. Let me just.
That's
get
a
to this
what?
thing.
Okay, I would like to put out the first one is a nat 1.
Jesus Christ,
Second one's
Jeebus!
3.
This is just gonna be Jeebus soon.
So
God damn it. I'm about
During
to
the,
post it. Slap the goofy out of you.
during the little skirmish, the giant wasp that you have encountered evades these close quarters combat, and instead of continuing its engagement with you, decides to fly off.
Ah!
Don't worry, you'll get the next one. I'll probably cook it up decently well.
What'd you get here?
I mean,
So
at least it didn't lay its eggs inside of you first.
Sign and Sin.
Hmm.
What are you guys are doing?
Well,
Sin is
Hello.
always, she's either reading her book or her spell book, or she's taking notes on landmarks, or full on just keeping eye out for trouble.
Roll me. Just roll me. Got my thing here. Roll me 4 perception checks.
1,
You
2,
existed, Jeebus.
3,
Oh my god! That's what you did, Jeebus. Holy shit,
Shit.
Okay, I'm
Jeebus,
gonna have to write that down.
bruh. Jeebus, you need to stop.
It was not good.
It was not.
What an
Alright.
intensive book that must have really been.
It must have been. It must be one of those really.
I see I took all the luck with my 1 nat 20 on navigation.
Seriously, what it is it's just like a bunch of doodles of Ataria getting like, you know, wasp parasites inside of her, or eaten
she's
by
cook-
other flora and fauna.
Oh, she's just cooking her dinner and just like shoving a plate in her face. She's like, "Oh, that's rather interesting." Just give Pace no mind.
All right, so sign. What are you doing these particular days of the week?
Days of the week. X.
What's up?
I would
What
like
you
to
doing,
point
bud?
out that Cinder just got a 1 in 8,000 chance of rolling 3 of the same number.
I know, it's fucking
Yeah.
hilarious.
Lol, bad XD.
What are you doing?
So what are you doing then?
To be honest, Sign has absolutely no capability in navigation at all, so he's probably just gonna smoke, drink, and read his book because he sucks at the. He really doesn't go out
you were
into the
placed
wilderness.
next to the chicken.
Oh,
You are
I
the
was placed next to the chicken. The chicken was not placed by me.
You are responsible for now feeding the chicken.
All right,
Hell
so,
no! I will feed its cigarette butt.
so
She'll
here's
eat
my
'em.
question then. Here's my question, sign. So are you indulging yourself? Is what I should ask.
Well, no, I'm not. I just like to have a sip on occasion. I will
Okay.
always just be sipping. I'm never going to get drunk or tipsy even. I like the taste. I'm one of those weirdos.
All right, all right. Hmm.
The chicken is going to be smoking with me.
Roll me 2d20s though.
Bet. Uh.
Do I at least
Right.
find enough seed to keep the chicken alive for 7 days?
5.
God, what?
Oh
Ah,
shit, we need to actually roll for
okay.
that.
We
too
get
at
them
some
out
point.
now.
Yes, we're gonna get that. Actually, good.
Jesus
Good
Lord.
question. Since you do know that chickens eat seeds, you may roll me survival at advantage.
Oh, great, more dice.
Yes,
Jeebus, please, for the love of God.
it's a low DC, so
19!
Oh my god.
you found enough
Another,
for
another 9.
3 more days.
Fuck, it's still 1 day.
I know, we have
I
5
don't know,
days plus.
chickens were such gluttons.
That's, you bought the fattest fucking chicken,
A week is
apparently.
7 days, Mariner.
Yeah, I thought we had enough feed for 5 days, and then you got another 3, so that's 8. Oh, okay. Oof.
Yeah, so you got another 3, so now he's only gonna go for 1 day without seeds.
That'll be fine. We'll get to the town.
Yeah, she might just not lay an egg that day or something. I don't know. I don't know how you're gonna make this happen, but I would have bought the chicken for eggs.
Yep. I am just having a little fun myself.
Scared. We have literally rolled absolute garbage this
We?
entire time.
Yes.
Yes,
indeed.
we 599984.
Oh, let me do it.
I rolled a 1 nat 20, excuse you.
Okay, let's remember 2 things.
Minus.
We're level 2 and we don't have a rogue.
Yeah.
So you guys are up here.
Who are these black guys?
That's free.
These are just simple guards.
Jeebus, shut up.
They're great.
No,
First off,
By the way, along the road, because Syndra rolled pretty low on that perception, I'll give this to you guys. So all of you, besides Syndra, can roll me 1 more perception.
Alright, time to fuck it up. Let's go. Holy shit. That makes
Done.
sense. I was fucking navigating. Hexic?
What?
Roll me
Perception.
a
Is
perception.
my mic? Wait, hang on. Oh my god. Okay. No, my
Alright.
fucking shit's breaking.
Oof.
That's right.
Yeah, no worries.
Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, cool. I cannot hear my ear sometimes, and it's getting weird.
Oh,
Perception roll then, Buddy Bo.
yeah.
Fuck, why the GM roll? I hate this. Okay, 20. Fuck.
Yeah, I see it. So,
It's so annoying, I'm sorry.
well, Right. So, Retta, roll me a history at advantage since you all three of you have passed.
9.
You vaguely remember Jean D warning you about something in the flatlands.
Oh no.
Why does it smell like dog? Oh.
Shout.
Weapons on.
So, in a distance, you do see something. And they are moving. Not just in front, but you get the feeling that they moved around you all.
Oh, I was clicking. Can you do that again?
Dog.
Gnoll.
No.
Good ol'.
All right. So,
Right, time to roll like ass for my initiative because I've been
you're
rolling hot everywhere else.
your good old merchant says, "All right, yeah, you guys do what you're paid for. You two," as she points to the two guards, "be sure to stick here and protect the cargo." And let us change the music now. Because
Somebody protect Popeye and get that cigarette out of her mouth. The last chicken we had was named the Colonel, so I couldn't do that. So now this is named
Yeah.
Popeye.
Oh, that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, but
Oh,
Jeebus-
hey.
oh
Looks
my
like it
god, we actually all go before these things. Now Jeebus can't die.
Yeah.
Watch me.
Not a challenge.
That sounds like a fucking challenge.
All right. So you guys see a small scout at area. They seem to be in formation.
Alright. Well then, Retta, if you and I are taking the front line again now. And...
Good, a quick show of force should send them running.
Well then, shall we be on with it? Then I'll start making my way downtown. That's my 40 feet of movement from Monk, and I will ready in action to beat someone's ass that gets close to me.
Okay. Right up.
Alright. Well, since we're running forward, we're running forward. It's my 30 feet. Alright, way out of range. I will ready in action to throw a spear as soon as I get within 60 feet.
Okay. Sindra Gallos.
Well, I suppose I probably should at least.
Alright, Colonel Sanders, calm down.
Well, I suppose.
No, that's more Foghorn Leghorn, never mind. Well, I suppose I have a blah, blah, blah,
That's
blah.
a kitty cock.
Now, I'll tell you here.
I'll tell you what, right here.
Now, do we know for sure they're actually attacking us?
Because they are charging at you with spears and they're screaming something unintelligible to your understanding, unless you.
Sir,
any
they're
of you don't
attacking.
know.
No.
I just want to make sure, don't want to.
No, they actually, those spears are actually pens. They all want our autographs.
Well, look at that. I suppose we ought to start this off right.
Yay!
That hits.
That's max damage
It's
too.
about
Nice.
as right as you can get.
Let me see.
Juice.
Rolls in that one
Ooh.
immediately after. Well, shit.
Juice.
This one's looking a little toasty. You hear it, yeah, and they are just chittering at each other, still pointing their spears aggressively at your direction. And let me see, how far can you guys actually? You guys should be able to see. Nope, you don't see them exactly, but yes, they do have their spears, and they are looking aggressive.
They seem angry.
Is that it for you, Syndragalos?
Oh, sorry, I thought we were already on. Yeah, I think she'd say, that's the warning shot.
Ooh, intimidation. Roll me intimidation roll if you're shouting it.
Yeah, yeet. Please roll big. Yeah! That checks out!
God damn it.
Dude,
Just they vaguely
I
hear
think
you.
you passed it on to Moogle.
They vaguely hear it, and they just kind of look very confused, and they're just snarling. So,
I've got Jeebus rolls tonight.
They might not know common.
sign.
They might not know anything.
They're speaking some sort of language.
All right. So, I will look to the two guards and I go, stay close to the cart. We'll be back. And I will run.
I don't want to deal with those things.
Then stay by the cart. Easy. Right. Stay within distance of the party. And time to start blowing shit up. Ka-pew! 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 I'm gonna just shoot the red one until it goes down, and then if it does, then I'll redirect the missiles to other ones.
So how many magic? Oh, there we go. 3.
You get 3, right?
You get 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't
So
use. I never actually used magic missile.
Fucking
It's a great
fantastic.
thing because there is no to hit. It's just hit.
It's just whack.
True.
Well, he's looking really beat up.
What's the range on it?
Yeah.
120 feet?
120. Yeah,
God damn.
it's beautiful. Let me actually click the add description to that thing. Actually, I shouldn't because I'm be clicking it 3 times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't worry about it.
This
No,
one- this little one.
it actually says the range on it. I just am stupid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're
Sick.
good. You're good.
Okay, so this one that has
fucking
been
nuts.
severely wounded begins running back. It's going to
Right.
actually make a dash in this direction.
Cool. Bonus action, convert a sorcery point into a spell slot.
Okay.
That's
I'll
my
allow
turn.
that. All these other ones.
Hello.
Are just gonna run here. And they are going to start throwing javelins at disadvantage. I believe.
Does 14 hit one?
Oh, I
Unfortunately, will not.
Ah.
damn. I didn't ready my spear already. 5th melee. F. Should have ready to dart, but oh well. Might be.
But let me just hit the disadvantage. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. So
I did it dumb.
well.
Oh.
So
Oh.
2
Funka.
to Adaria and 2 to Retta.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh.
I was thinking, so, Shine. What's your AC?
So
Alright.
here's first to Adaria at disadvantage because they.
Nice. Wow, that one barely hit my AC. But
And then 2 to Retta.
They're just Reddit's too short. They like all they hit like next to Sign's feet. Reddit goes, good ammunition.
Although this one over here that has been running over to the back, it does scream out loud.
oh no.
Uh,
That was the fear. Oh great, we have one of the cries.
most likely
Okay.
reinforcements.
Yes. Don't worry.
All right, Adaria.
Do I
You're
want
up.
to get closer? Fuck it. I will just take the dodge. Oh no, wait, they already have. I'm trying to think what I want to fucking do. This
They
would
make
be
it closer, so
hard.
dodge might not be that bad of an idea.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Yeah, I'll just take the dodge action for now. I'll probably still hold my position though.
Okay.
Or actually, no, I'll move closer to Retta just in case.
All right. Retta,
What's it gonna take to pick up one of their javelins?
I'll give it to you as a free action.
Great.
It's
Let me
close
just add
by,
that to
you
my
know.
sheet real quick.
Damn,
Why did it not work?
I don't get deflect missile till next level.
Javelins are
Sadness.
1d6, right?
Yes.
Okay.
They're also a strength weapon.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll stick with the spears then. Spread
They
picks
have
it up and
better-
goes, "Oh, heavy." And I will chuck the other spear that I have as a offhanded action. So it's bonus action.
Okay.
16?
Damn.
That. Yep. That. Which one? Ping. Which one you're hitting though, or which one you're throwing?
Wham.
At. Yep. That hits. You hear a yell. Yep.
And he will take the dodge action.
Okay.
But he can't be showed up, so he moves 5 steps closer.
All right. Syndra.
Does pack
you're
tactics
getting
only
a
work
little
for
closer.
melee?
Uh-huh.
Just out of curiosity. Okay, that's what I thought, but.
You dead yet?
No. Hooked up the wrong pipe for a little bit.
Haha. I get that often.
They didn't learn the lesson, huh?
Oh, I'm sorry. Was someone too busy drawing doodles in their book?
Oh, wasn't that the smell of burnt dog from my vault? I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Someone
No,
must
the
have
one
been
you set
too
on
small.
fire is running further south.
Yeah.
Holy shit, boys! Just get married already.
There we go, talking shit.
So apparently, seeing one of its comrades get roasted, it immediately ducks down and tries to avoid getting scorched.
Imagine they're just both talking shit, and like she like just fires like as she says like hit one of my bolts. Literally, it fires out of her finger, and it just messes completely. Oh god.
Even though she's still gonna sit there and be like, well, at least I'm doing something.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me just not take these spears so you can.
Reddit just points at the spear and that one's chest like, what the fuck?
Oh, no. Sid's definitely not aiming this at Red.
He doesn't know that, though.
Oh my
But no, as Retta says that, she's just like,
You're doing fine,
oh,
sweetie.
I'm not talking to you.
Oh.
Okay. So. Do I want to use another spell?
He's-
Nah. Kapew! Okay.
Jesus.
That unfortunately misses.
They can smell your
Whoa.
spells.
Supposedly so.
They are a formidable foe.
They run over here. They pick up their last javelins. And now you guys are in range where they don't have to use disadvantage.
Ah,
Yes,
but we both
we
use
both
the
have
dodge
the dodge.
action, so they are.
Yeah.
At least if they hit us.
I know. I was just like, well, so much for that.
So Reddit's
So-
actually
Hey,
on all
it's
My
fours.
front line.
Weird. If only we didn't play. If only we played this.
Hey, I see that fucking arrow. No.
I know.
Hey,
Whoa,
fuck you.
whoa.
Sir, I don't appreciating you measuring up to me. Oh my god.
Oh, wow. So,
Hello. I like being a pincushion.
so there's gonna be two to Adaria, one to Sign, and one to Retta.
Rude.
So, still a disadvantage
Probably the
because.
motherfucker I
Well, at
hit.
least for us.
So here's to Adaria first.
Oh, that's cool. Ow. Oh, Jesus.
Then this one is the sign. Wow, that's just flying all over the place.
Rolled.
And then
Whoa,
one,
whoa,
two,
whoa! Let's see severity, pal.
Yeah,
I
let's
know.
see. Let's see this man. Please just shatter in his
Whoa,
hand.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Oh, remember, if I start
Whoa.
rolling the severity, you guys are gonna have to roll
Yeah,
it too.
can we not do
Yeah, I know.
that? Because I'm in the party.
No,
What?
too bad.
Severity on that
Severity.
one.
I haven't done severity because again, I'm always that fair DM of okay, if the enemies or players have it, the other side is gonna have it too.
Yeah.
So here's one to Retta.
Oh, that just hits.
Oh, it seems like they're getting better trying to adjust.
Just scrapes
And-
over his back.
This one that has been yelping. That
Oh
is
my
a
god.
9.
Thank the Lord.
It is dashing to this direction. And that is it. Adaria, you just got hit by a javelin.
Fuck you say to me? It's gonna
Yep.
fuck.
It looks very confused that someone's out getting really close to it.
Bam.
What? The humans do not run at us. This is not
We are the them.
I'm sorry, but that does not hit.
Shit, I only have. I either can do 3 attacks or 1 attack. Or 2 attacks. The choices are endless, boys. Fuck it. I'll blow a key point to fucking fear blows this motherfucker. Baba! Holy shit, that was.
The last one hits for sure. He's looking pretty bloodied. Like,
Alright,
punch him
Retta.
right in the
This
snout.
one right for you. What I imagine is she. Alright, Retta. Leave. Because I believe in you.
And it runs in. And you all heard this before. The air gets a very high-pitched wailing, as in a 10-foot cone. They need to roll me dex saves. As he spins around, Edri, you're probably like the only one who can see this, but out of his mouth there is a cone of lightning. To everybody else, it probably looks like he does it with his weapon.
Damn, son.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let me see.
Breath attacks are nutty.
Just
least this is
the
the-
back one doesn't get hit.
Yeah, it's just making certain. So
Is it half damage or is it sick? Sucks. Save or suck.
Oh, let me
Half.
look at it. I think it's half. Yeah, it's half.
Oh, it's still a decent amount of. Damn it.
Pass,
Oh my
pass,
god.
Fail.
well, that's still 7 points of damage, and this one's looking really bad. He's hurt, not too bad. This one is just straight up bloodied.
Alright, well,
Well, boys.
I'm gonna run in and use action surge.
Oh, yes, my favorite fighting style.
So you see, as he continues to spin his weapon, just goes for like a leaping strike on the one that's in front of you. For an 8.
No, you're next to me.
I'm
You have
sorry.
advantage,
Oh,
don't you?
for a 16.
So
Because
remember how the
tactics.
Yee.
ah
I was gonna say. I literally asked about like 5
Because
seconds
our
ago.
kobold.
yes you are, and that hits and it kills.
Alright, so what I imagine is like, fucking Adaria basically just like hits him in the head with the pipe and kind of domes him lower. It's like, alright, Retta, now it's time to go for the shins, no?
Like, as his head is going down, you just see Retta spinning through the air and it just decapitates him.
Okay, never mind, we're going for the head today.
And then he spins around from the attack, stands up on top of his body, and goes for like a belly cut on the one next to him. So this one is at normal. Carving claw.
Ooh. Yep, that one's going down too. Actually, no, he is barely standing.
Alright, and in Draconic he's going to yell out, "If you value your lives, you will flee with your tails between your legs!"
Ah, I wish these guys were smarter, but they're not.
That's
not
a
a-
0!
A number.
They all just look at each other, then they look at you, they look very confused, and they're just yelping once more in a incoherent language you do not understand.
They may also not understand Draconic.
They don't think they understand anything.
I certainly don't.
They're speaking something! That's my
They're
turn.
speaking yelling noises.
Dog.
Oh man. Alright, Syndra.
Oh, so there's this boy here.
Oh yeah, he's this one's definitely charred. And this
Yeah.
one's definitely feeling it.
Let's
Are
see
you
what
feeling it,
happens if
Mr.
I bring
Krabs?
Slot.
No, oh wait, I forgot how that works.
Fuck.
No, it still does damage. They still have to make a dex save for the second part. You just don't get the piercing
Yeah.
damage.
Yeah, I'm just annoyed.
Oh wait, shit, that's in a
Sorry.
10-foot cone. Wouldn't that hit us?
Mm,
There's a 10-foot radius, I think it was.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about.
that was
Oh,
a 5-foot radius.
No, it's 10. I
10?
love this spell. Yeah, Ice Knife's 10.
really?
I'm pretty sure. Let me just check, because I
What?
use this spell a shit ton. Ice Knife. It's 10 foot.
Just under the
Oh,
radius.
the
No, it-
after effect.
No, it is 5 feet. I'm dumb.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, it's 5 feet. Alright.
It still hits though. Like
No,
it
no,
still hits
I was-
around.
Oh, yeah, no. I was worried about it hitting Retta.
So let's see. Well,
One guy just doesn't
So-
want to die.
so I have a question. They take half from the cold damage.
No. They succeed, they take no damage.
Okay.
I know they just, if the attack misses. I always thought it was.
Got 1 health left.
Oh yeah, it is saver stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this one sucked, and he sucked even harder.
The one, meanwhile,
Mic
just
off.
crit. Like fuck your ice.
Yeah. Is that it for you, Syndra Gallows?
Did the third one make the save?
Oh,
Yeah, because it is in a 5-foot radius,
Yes,
so it hit
yes.
him too.
nope. He just shakes it off a little bit. It's cold, but like.
God, I love Ice Knife as a spell. Actually, really good.
It's really overpowered on sorcerers because it's technically a single target and can be twin spelled.
That's fucking funny.
It's really stupid.
No,
Is
it's
that it
great.
for
What do you
you,
mean? You can just put tactical
Syndra?
nukes everywhere.
I love it. Ooh, my turn.
Yes.
Yes, son.
Beautiful. Right. Lights a new cigarette, finger up, and then instead of waving out the fire that's usually on his finger, he just flicks out a firebolt and curves right into the now bloodied doggo.
Oh. Doggo is now
Get up.
burned though. Yeah.
Goodbye, doggo. You will be missed.
No, he won't because this is a great Ziggy.
You made me ruin my best cigarette.
And I will move. Hang on. Where am I right now? Here. We'll go right here. Cool.
All
Yeah,
right.
that'll be my turn.
So as that happens, this one that sees its 3 comrades just got smoked. It's stupid, but it's not unwise. It's going to do the plausible thing it can. Start running this way. Dashing while also screaming. And during that time, this one has already escaped here. Oh, whoops. I guess he is. We'll just say he is the very edge. I didn't realize he was part of the. I forgot he was part of the initiative. But Adaria, Retta, and Sign, you may roll me perception.
Keep-a-dokey, can't wait to roll like ass.
Yeah, I'm really worried about you guys.
19! Team
Do I get to roll as well?
Mic on.
Or no?
Yes.
To be honest, I have a
Yeah,
plus
Okay.
0.
I just didn't hear if it was me
'Cause
too.
you're-
Yeah, that makes
Yeah, because
sense.
you're closer there.
12.
All right, so Adaria, as you're watching this Knoll run and scream,
Okay.
I think it's bigger doggo.
The advanced Knoll. Or
Oh,
as they call it,
Doggeron.
Knoll Poppy.
well,
if there was an O-Dog, I'd fucking bolt.
We're leaving.
Oh no!
Oh,
You
we're
do s-
bolting.
you do see 3 figures standing over the one could say a large, well, this is not really plain dune hill.
Oh dear lord, we may need to reconsider staying.
And
Oh, I see that the females have showed up.
Defense. Go on defense.
Perhaps they're more reasonable than the male counterparts.
Hopefully they are smarter.
Retreat?
I don't know, they have a
Tactical
head
retreat.
on their stomachs.
Tactical retreat.
I don't
mean,
think
not-
reasonable is in the wheelhouse.
Tactical.
and I will roll them into initiative.
Oh no.
But Adaria, since you do spot them, you may also roll me either insight or investigation.
What am I better at? Hey, inside I have a +5. Dude, I'm rolling hot. Also, I have a good modifier for this hit. Shoutouts taking skilled early, so I can.
Give me a second to just roll these guys up into initiative.
I fear for my butthole, which is about to get pierced.
It may or may not. You don't know.
I believe that he's slashing weapons.
No, I'm pretty sure that could fit up someone's asshole.
So, with your 19 insight, they seem to be mostly observing the entire confrontation, and some of the gnolls that are actually, there's actually more gnolls near them, but
but
they
now-
seem to be just observing for the time being.
But now they're watching, so I wouldn't recommend pissing them off.
Let's just move the cart ahead.
Yes. Greta, don't touch the bodies and allow them to claim they're wounded. Or dead, rather.
As you see, like, Retta is currently, like, holding the head of the dead Noli
That's why-
decapitated.
That's why I'm like, no.
Oh, what? This is a show of power. They are holding our heads. We hold one of theirs.
no, we're not trying to piss them off and then get ourselves killed. Let it lie.
Sin will motion for the cart to get moving.
And oh,
Unless we're still in combat.
are we still in
You
combat?
are still in combat. I have
Oh,
initiative.
that would be my turn then.
Yep.
Okay.
Alright, I will just start heading back to the cart.
So
It might be smart for you guys to just stay up there until the cart gets there.
Depends.
So, Retta,
Yeah.
since you're there, you may roll me a perception.
Uh-oh. Oh, hey!
Ray!
Above 10?
Well, it's not being hidden, but you do see this particular gnoll look over to the cowardly one that's nearby, the one that had been scorched, and very viciously so, with its free hand, swipes at the smaller gnoll, and its head has just been crushed. And then it points to the one down there, and it is shouting something in some other language.
I know this.
And then it gestures its arms. Or rather, the very large cleaver that it has. Now's your turn, Retta.
Oh, pick up the head.
Oh no.
I'll walk over here. I'm gonna place it in front of me. Have my dual blades out. And I'm gonna take the defensive action. Dodge action.
Okay.
I'm just gonna be staring, not at the knoll captain, but at the knoll that was just directed at me.
Okay. Syndra.
I'm gonna try and get the cart moving.
Alright, they will follow. They will only go as far as you go.
Mic off.
Oh, she'll kind of hop onto like the seat next to the driver and motion, so I don't know how far it can go.
So, our dear merchant is looking at this very timidly so. She'll look at you like you're crazy as to get anywhere near this big giant monster. But Piku says, fine. I'm gonna go at the slow pace though.
It's a show of strength.
I don't care what it is. That thing is huge. And she'll only move at half speed.
Yes, my cart has arrived.
All as planned.
Well,
Is that it for you, Syndra?
Yep.
Sign, you're up.
Okay. Gonna move. Just gonna walk behind. Right there. Right behind Retta. Are you sparking right now, Retta?
Mic on.
No, I'm not. I am taking a very intimidating posture for being somebody who is 3 foot tall.
Okay. What do you think would look more intimidating? You think more thunder?
Always.
No.
Okay. I'm going to stand behind him in cast thaumaturgy, and he is now going to be sparking literally everywhere. And it's very loud. In hopes to aid in this intimidation factor. So yeah.
So you see this,
I don't know
like,
if I can.
I'm just picturing this 3 foot tall kobold with one of his dual swords pointed at this smaller knoll. The second one like a foot on the head of his dead friend, and the second one like just crossed against his chest, and now he's just filled with electricity.
Yeah, I can make sounds of thunder. I don't know if I can make visuals, but if not, I do have minor illusion. The goal is to make him scary and spoopy.
I mean, you could actually, I don't know, let me check the range here. Ah, no, that's not within range for that. I was gonna say, you could have, like, cast, like, the harmless tremors.
That would have
On
been
him.
funny.
Oh my god, he would have shit himself. He's casting a spell!
Alright. Now our particular armored gnolls. They're not even concerned with your presence, Retta.
I'm
But
not
one of
pointing at
them-
them.
Yeah, but the two of them let out a very devastating howl at the smaller one. And I'm gonna roll his. Just close this. And why is this thing acting weird? The flaws of having only. I gotta roll his wisdom saving throw.
What's he more scared of? Death or death?
Or about
Which bitch is gonna kill him
He
first?
managed to hold off the first one, but he failed the second one. So this one is in a panic state.
Blue man's scary.
Yes, Retta, you are just outside the range of it, but you do feel the force of the roar or the howl that came out of it. And considering he does not want to deal with the superiors, it will run over here. Actually, no, it can do this. Alright. It will dash at you. And with its bonus action, it's going to take a bite out of you.
Alright, disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
That just misses. Like, he goes to bite me, and Reddit just, like, uses one of the blades to just knock his jaw shut.
Alright. Adaria, you
Well,
definitely
stop.
heard the echoing howl from the two larger wow. The two larger knolls from the on top of the
I
hill.
can't really contribute too much to this fight, so I'm gonna probably just hop on the cart. Sadly, not my kind of fight. Open fields don't do me much wonders.
The larger one picks up the corpse of the one that it had just ripped its head off, and I am going to roll its strength.
Uh-oh.
Oh no!
That got it.
Fucking
That
yeah,
got it still in
yeet.
dodge action.
Well, it's not throwing it at you
Oh.
per se,
It's my general
but
direction.
yes, and I have to do GM roll or else it'll be revealing too much.
Yep.
But actually, Retta, you can roll me a perception.
5.
Yeah, you're too focused on the one in front of you.
5.
Oh shit. Okay. So I'm just gonna take a quick measurement. Because god damn it. Okay. So this one picks up the corpse and hurls it. And it lands right there, and it just splats with the rest of the corpses of the other gnolls that are on the way of the road.
I feel like I need the insight check on my turn.
Retta, it is your turn.
Well, I'm doing
You
no
gotta-
such thing. I am going to do a stabbity wabbity.
Oh dear.
Miss hit. And he's looking a little rough, but still standing.
Alright, so he's going after the jaw hit. He then clicks the blades together, spins it down, and he misses. But then on the backswing up, he gets it right across the chest. And then, like, as soon as the backswing comes up, you all hear the tick as he splits them back into dual blades. I will maneuver slightly over here, just so I can be more in the way of it and the cart. As he is assuming the cart is going to be coming, and then he'll end his turn there.
Alright. Sindra, you just saw a corpse fly and smash into the side of the road, or into the road.
I think I'd like to insight if that was, aggressive or, towards us, or aggressive towards, the whimpering one. If that's possible.
You may certainly try.
Nice.
You get the feeling that it was disgust,
Google, I'm so sorry.
but that's it.
Moogle, stop playing with Jeebus. That's the only way to fix this. You have been cursed.
Oh, I have another way to fix it. I just have to do it here in a second.
Oh god.
But since it is your turn, she is going to move a little bit. But she
I'm
we're
gonna,
just, and just having the cart move at that turn.
yeah.
And
I am going to hold a cantrip in case they attack.
all right. Sign.
Aye. To avoid this boy from even attempting to go remotely near the cart, I discovered that thaumaturgy is not concentration, so I can cast Minor Illusion as well. I'm going to cast Minor Illusion, and I'm going to try and make a, kind of like just a 5-foot kind of arc over here. I'm trying to get the drawing tool. Kind of just like a small little thing like this. Does that make sense? Of just like black flame, the most devilly shit you can get going on, for the purpose of spooking him the other direction.
Okay, yes, roll
Yeah,
investigation.
you would have to roll investigation to determine that it is not real. If he wants a real fire, I'll shoot him. I'll fucking do it again.
I'll fucking
So,
pop a cap in there.
18. It was supposed
Is
to be
that against my
normal.
spell save DC?
Yeah.
That's DC's 15.
Yeah, it
so
seems like
if
he's more
it's
focused on
normal,
trying.
then
He's more focused on killing the blue creature in front of it.
perfect. That's what we want.
Focus the fighter.
If the creature uses its action to examine the sound or image, the creature can determine
Ah.
the illusion.
Okay.
Ooh.
So, in most cases, this thing is more focused on trying to eat Retta.
I will slowly backpedal into the bodies, closer to the cart. Let's keep an even distance. Cool. No, wait, that's my turn.
Okay. Oh, well. So as you do that, these two larger hulking ones, their heads seem to turn to the side, and they are just making a movement. But they're not moving towards you. They seem to be more focused on other things. And Retta, your duel continues.
My adversary.
So this one is going to take a spear at you, melee. And it will be using its two hands.
Oh, that's not gonna do much.
Oh,
Or that's a miss.
He goes in with the spear, and Reddit just crosses his blades and flings it upwards.
Upon doing that, it will use its bonus action to bite.
That will also miss, though. So as the blades come up, the left one just comes down and whacks him on the snout.
Ah! Ah! Ah!
This-
Adaria?
For now, I'll just hold an action to hold a dart, but for the most part, there's not too much I can do. I'm just trying to play careful with this, especially since Retta's seems to be 1v1ing this man.
Mm-hmm.
So, yep, that's my turn.
The larger one also seems to be curious as to why its compatriots are interested in that direction, and seems to have lost interest in its smaller compatriots' duel with Retta, and moves over here.
Oh,
Retta,
Well,
you got an angry puppy in front of you.
hit the doggo.
so
Actually,
as the left one comes down, the right one's hilt attaches, twist, and then a spin to go for a across the face slash.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Hits.
And then as he's spinning, he gets real low, and he puts one hand on the ground in that very familiar 3-point stance, and spins it to try to go for the knees.
Damn.
Oh, beautiful, dude.
Well, congratulations, you killed a scout.
Congratulations.
And so Reddit takes him at the knees, and then in the same moment, he puts all of his weight on his hands, spins his entire body around, and just plants the spear in its back.
That's pretty badass.
And then he looks in the direction everything else is looking at.
Well, since now you're looking in the same direction, you may roll me a perception.
2. I got blood in my eye.
Yeah, got quite a lot of blood.
I'm waiting for it to be a fucking end it. Something. Fucking just comes charging out of the woodwork.
So, Syndra, there's bodies.
And they did hit the floor.
And they didn't move in an aggressive way, did they?
They look ready for a fight, but they don't seem to be interested in you guys anymore.
Yeah, we'll do the same thing. Keep the cart moving, spell prepped in case they go.
You see,
Someone grab my spears!
Pachu's like, are you sure? That thing looks huge. It'll eat everyone.
Worst case, yes. But on the other hand, are you really thinking you're going to outrun them?
The guard just says, we can certainly try.
God damn it.
You'll just die tired, dear.
A little bit closer. Sign. You just see the cart just roll over on a couple of bodies.
Yeah.
You hear the squishing noises.
I heard someone get my spears. Where are his spears at?
Just
In the
roll me a
one that's currently under the cart, and pretty much right next to this rock.
Yeah.
Oh god.
All right, I'll cast Mage Hand to summon a, Mage Hand over by the rock, and it'll pick up that on my next turn since I can't really use it again without an action, and then I'll use my bonus action to pick up the spear under the body, and I will proceed to make my way over to Retta.
Okay.
And I'll go, oh, you owe me a drink for this one.
I purchased no liquor.
Well, you're going to purchase it on the way to town.
So this one is dead.
That liquor stall that's just out here in the middle of nowhere.
Mm-hmm. I know a guy.
It's like that weird bar in Fallout 4.
What in bumfuck no way. Only serves malt liquor.
Yeah. Dude, malt liquor is ass.
Alright. That one's
Come
dead.
on,
So,
Shut the fuck up, Jeebus. That's not till Tuesday.
So ready. I'm on
so start of the round, top of the round. Everyone, you are now getting a better view that there is something moving really quickly toward your direction,
I'd like to look towards the right and turn my head 90 degrees.
which does happen, and you don't need to roll perception for this because they already arrived.
Sai, you just see
Oh.
kind of rubbing his eyes like, oh, there's
What the
no in there.
fuck?
Yes!
The Cubones have arrived!
The sharp teeth!
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So what you do see, and I'll make it very quickly description, but you do see what looks to be a formation, and leading it is a very large, is a fully armored or geared up dragonoid, or at least a cubo. Oh, let's see. Wow, you guys making me say it now. A
It is a
kobold.
Cubone.
God.
Bone.
I think you're
Kobold.
Cuboned right now, boys.
God damn it. You guys are making me say it now.
That's what it is! I'm not
No,
lying.
you're not wrong. You're not wrong. But let me just shift Z.
I still like the image though, it's really good. Oh yes, I see Black Luster
there it
Soldier
is.
has
That
arrived.
took me a second to figure out what was going on.
I have no clue. I found that image and I decided to use it, but it is riding on a very large, red-looking reptile, and with it
Look at him,
are
stubby arms.
smaller ones.
God damn it. Every time. Oh god, I've actually seen those two before. Those fuckers.
look
And
very
they are
cool last
riding
time I saw
on-
them.
Aw. That one's cute. Also, it seemed one of its toes seemed kind of fucked.
That's
I
just a
do
velociraptor.
not know.
That's
Are they
how
really?
Yeah, that's how they work. That's the
Ew.
murder claw.
Oh, I see. That's the claw for jabbing the throat.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yep. So,
Pounce and slash, but yes.
I
Yeah,
will
I
close
feel
the
like we're
initiative for
very
now.
undergeared for this now.
Nah. I
Is
wouldn't-
this the standoff we're leaving it?
Yep.
Oh,
God
Jesus.
damn it.
We will end the session for this evening. Thank you all for coming into the Wildlands, and now it seems like you guys are
In the middle of a war.
Or up Shit's Creek without a paddle.
We really are following a common trend of being in between the butt cheeks of war.
Every fucking time. What the hell?
First it was zombies in the
Hey, there's a one in
continent.
there.
Now it's
Like,
two
yeah,
different
that we will.
tribes. There is a one in there. That is terrifying.
There's a lot of
weird.
90s. I would like to point out the amount of 90s that are in
There
there.
is a 99 and I see it. I see it.
There's a
I
lot of.
see it.
There's not a 3 in there though, and it
That
makes me
one
sad.
scares me.
There's no 3. There's a
See,
2 though, and a 1.
I've discovered
Alright.
that with 20, if you just roll a shit ton